Alright, and we're live. Hey everyone, this is Mando Merc of Cast in the Shadows, and happy Thanksgiving, everyone. It's just going to be me today, unless one of them surprised me and drop in, because everyone else is currently, aside from me and Cam, everyone else isn't on the East Coast, so they're probably having dinner now, whereas I just got home from having dinner at my folks' place, and it was nice. We kind of, like, screw all the COVID regulations for Thanksgiving. We're going to have it anyways. Anyway, yeah, everyone, happy Thanksgiving. I hope you're having a good day and having a good Thanksgiving, regardless of whatever COVID restrictions are in place in your area. As you guys know, I'm in New York, so it's pretty hectic and stressful here. But let's dive right in to the game today. Star Citizen, as per usual, given that it's the IAE Day 7 live stream. So what we're going to do is so today is Alien Day. Well, not literally Alien Day, but it's of the IAE, it's the alien ship day. So they're going to show off all the alien stuff. So we're just parked in orbit around, I think, the wrong planet. Yeah, we're not even in the right planetary sector. So we're just gonna mosey on over to Microtech over here and get back to the area.
Hello, how can Miss Helen here today? Systems on. Quantum travel engaged.
So I'm flying my Freelancer Miss, as you guys probably saw from yesterday, from the Miss show. Today is the Alien show. So they're going to have the Xi'an, the Banu, and the Vanduul ships. Well, and Tavaran ships. So we got 4 main alien races in the game. Those are it. The Vanduul are enemies, like they're pretty much evil aliens that want to kill us all. But we've captured a few of their ships, reverse engineered them, and now we make human variants for them. And they'll be on display along with the Xi'an stuff, which is just ships that the Xi'an sell to humans because we have peaceful relations with them now. We didn't always. And the Tavaran also, we didn't always have peaceful. Let's just say there were 2 Tavaran wars in regards to human versus the Tavaran. We fought them twice, and we beat them twice. The Xi'an we had a Cold War with. But now everything's good. Like, look, this ship I'm flying right now incorporates Xi'an tech into it, so it's, wars and hostility are long past. Well, I say long past, but there are factions in the universe that are, in the lore of Star Citizen, that are anti-Xeno, which is interesting because there might be gameplay tied to that in the future. But the Banu was actually the first alien race we ever came across, and we had peaceful relations with them since we met them. Like, we met them, and it was just like, oh, hey, you guys are traders and merchants? Cool. Sorry about blowing up that ship of yours. And it turns out, no, it's okay, that was a criminal. You just did us a favor. So that's how we met the Banu. We did him a favor by accident. First contact was some idiot in a ship, some idiot human blowing up a Banu ship, and it turned out, oh no, that Banu was a criminal. The humans and Banu are now friends. So, and because it's alien, they're going to show all the exotic stuff. Let's go into Star Citizen newest video for the Whitley's Guide, or Bottom Gear, as we kind of like to call it here. Getting the page up. Taking longer than I expected it to. Yesterday it went auto, but here. Okay, here it is.
The various alien offerings on hand at the IAE every year may be catering to niche markets. But could Tivarin craft be the industry's hottest new trend? Thanks to the popularity of Xperia's meticulous recreations, these lost classics aren't just for collectors or infiltration enthusiasts anymore. In fact, I found the stealthiest thing about their Prowler troop transport was how swiftly and silently it stole my heart. And peering into the future of Xperia's Tivarin line reveals their near-perfect remaster of the infamous Talon fighter, a hit-and-run Hellkite, known for keeping naval pilots on their toes during the Tivarin conflicts. Only on Whitley's Guide.
Alright, well there you have it. Pretty short today. Not gonna... Last year he tried some Xi'an food and didn't go well. It was funny, but it didn't go well. For him, anyways. Don't try Xi'an food. It's not that. It's not as good as it's cracked up to be.
Quantum travel engaged.
Okay, well maybe not all Xi'an food. I'm sure some is probably good. And what do you expect though? They're a race of like turtle people. And as per usual, we're just going to bypass the spaceport and land directly at the Expo.
Caution, thrusters overheating.
Oh, I probably turned the music off the other night, didn't I? Oh no, I thought I did, but I did not. So then, why is there no music playing in the background? Why am I surprised if something's not working in this alpha of a game? Is the bigger question. Alright, I'll put some music on the background for us. Actually, it'll be fine. There's going to be a lot of background noise when we're at the event, which is right there. You can see the holographic Expo sign there. Intergalactic Aerospace Expo 2950. Here we come. This is day 7. We have 3 more days left. Tomorrow is Origin, which I might not be able to cover tomorrow night. Hopefully Cam or someone will cover for me. Otherwise I'll try and do it in the afternoon instead of in the evening. And then there is... what was it? We have... Day 9 is what? Oh, Arsai? Yeah, it's Arsai. And then we have the best of the show on day 10. So, no specific manufacturer. It's just going to be the top ships that were picked over the year by backers like me. And you, if you're a backer Star Citizen. The real question is my rover still? Yep. My my mining vehicle is still in the back. I don't remember if I sold the contents in it, but uh-oh. Wow. First crash in just a few minutes. That's not good. Wow, 10 minutes and already a crash. That can't be good at all. Yikes. At least, thank God I have an SSD so the game loads up real quick. Alright, let's try an EU server. That worked last night without too many bugs. I hope everyone's having a good Thanksgiving, good Turkey Day. Because I had a fun day, so I can't complain. I mean, I can complain about a lot of things. I mean, it's a real shit show here in New York, but I mean, I had a pretty good Thanksgiving. I had a lot of fun hanging out with some relatives. I got to see my uncle, which I haven't seen in a while. So that was nice. I'm just joining Discord in case someone does end up joining me. Because if you're in the Discord server, you'll know I actually made an announcement earlier in the week saying that I'd be live streaming this every day, and I'd be willing for anyone. It doesn't matter if you're part of our Cast in the Shadows crew or not. You can just hop in the Discord comms with me, hop in game with me, and we can go explore the event together. So. However, right now I'm just looking for a specific music track to put in the background because I'm trying to remember where I posted it and it's blanking. Oh, there it is. But yeah, how was everyone else's Thanksgiving? Did you have a good time? Were you stuffed with turkey? Do you never want to see another turkey again? You know, there we go. And right where we left off, too. So we were exiting the seat here. Let's just get out real quick. Oh, and the landing gear are probably going to be up, right? No, they're down. That's the first. Oh, but the ship just despawned. That sounds so good. Alright, well, I'll claim it inside. It's cold out. And then again, that negative 90 something, that's pretty warm even on this planet. Average temperature is usually around a negative 100, something like that, so. Alright, so real quick, I'm just going to claim my Gray Cat Rock right here. Ah, no, I have to claim it somewhere else. It's going to just spawn it. Yeah, so it's going to be glitched. Alright. Happens, I'll claim it somewhere else. Let's go to the event, shall we? Also, I have a special, I was working on a special thing for when we reach 117 subscribers, because for those of you Halo fans out there, you'll know, all of us here at Casting Shadows are huge Halo fans. We love the franchise, we love, some of us love the books, some of us love the game specifically, some of us, like me, love all of them. Well, all of them except Halo 4 and 5, and a lot of stuff that came after 3, 4, 6, and 4, but my point is, we love the Halo lore and stuff like that, and 117 being the Master Chief and all that. When we reach 117 subscribers, and we're at I think 115 when I checked yesterday, we will be doing a special Halo thing that I created. So possibly a series of special Halo things that I created, because I've created several PvP maps, as well as firefight modes in the past few months since you guys got me the game. Because remember, you guys are the ones that gave me the game. Like you guys gave me donations and whatever on PayPal, or bought my poster, and that's how I got the Master Chief Collection on PC. Before I had it on the Xbox One, but I didn't have Xbox Live for years, because I stopped paying for that like 3 years ago now. And it doesn't have crossplay, and there was no way for me to record and stream it. But thanks to you guys, now I have it on PC, and I don't have to worry about any of that. So I owe that all to you, and that's why I kind of want to do that 117 thing, just because it's fun, and you guys deserve it. I'm never going to be able to stop thanking you for that game, honestly. Like, yeah, I already had it. Yeah, I've played all those games even before MCC even existed. But you know what? It still means a whole lot to me. It really does. You can get me like 3 copies of a game I already own. It would still mean a lot to me. Hell, I've had someone give me a Blu-ray disc of The Princess Bride when I already had a disc of The Princess Bride. It meant a lot to me because they knew what I liked. They knew I liked The Princess Bride a lot. They knew that I that I knew so much about both behind the scenes and the movie itself, and I read the book, and they knew how much I liked it, and they gave it to me, and I was, I'm still thanking them to this day, and that was 5 years ago now. So I'm never gonna shut up about it. It's pretty much what I'm saying. Anyway, here we have the Xeno Hall. I like it. So here we have the Banu Defender. It is a Banu fighter. It can be driven from either of those little bubble cockpits, and it looks like a crab. And what I really like about it is the landing gear have little feet. Little feet landing gear. That's so cute. Alright, and then we have to the right, the Vanduul Blade. It's a light fighter remake by Xperia, I believe? Yes. So this is one of the reverse engineered and then human remakes of a Vanduul ship. So really the only thing different between this and the legit model is the cockpit. It's visually different, and interior is a little different because obviously the Vanduul are like 8 feet tall and really bulky. Like they're big guys. I mean, not bulky, but they're bigger than humans. They're larger. You know, like think Predator compared to a human being, right? Like the Yaoja, right? I'm always blanking on the actual name in lore, but I'm a fan of lore there too. But yeah, the Yaoja from Predator, they're that size. You know, they're big, like 7 to 8 feet tall. So this is a reverse. Humans reverse engineered the ships. Xperia is the company that reverse engineers the ships and then remakes them for human use. And I'm gonna rent it and show it off. Someone reminded me to go rent the Cutlass red and blue before we leave here. I'm really need that. Seems it's not gonna show us the interior, so that's annoying, but we can show it off later. I'm gonna read the lore card here. So we got manufacturer Xperia, focus light fighter. These light fighters, designation Blade, are often used by Vanduul as scouts and first-wave assault crafts. They have also served well as skirmisher units due to their speed, allowing them to chase down enemy ships attempting to flee the area. For some decades, United Empire of Earth aggressor squadrons have operated replica Blade fighters produced under exclusive contract by Xperia. So yeah, Xperia pretty much makes remakes of alien ships. Like that's a Tavaran stealth dropship here that they make. The Tavaran don't really make ships anymore. The Tavaran have been fully integrated. I mean, fully integrated into human society, in like the Empire, the United Earth Empire society. So because we beat them twice in 2 different wars, and the second time was a lot harsher. So, where history comes alive. Why simply read about legends when you can experience them for yourself firsthand? The engineers at Xperia carefully recreate the greatest ships in exacting detail. Whether it's the Tavaran Wars or infamous prowlers, and I think it's Alright. Why simply read about legends when you can experience them for yourself firsthand? The engineers at Xperia carefully recreate the greatest ships in exacting detail, whether it's the Tavaran Wars, infamous prowlers, or the Vanduul scythe that helped train the military. Xperia resurrects the vehicles of the past, ready to fly today. There's the logo, and it's the same thing here. And obviously, this is made by the Banu themselves. This is literally made by the alien race. This isn't like a human-made ship or anything. Nope, they make it. They're taller than humans too, but they're like pretty much the same proportions to us. It's just they have really tall heads. They also look like trees. But here we go. Here, this is what I really wanted to show off. The Xi'an stuff. The Xi'an stuff is awesome. Real high tech. And maneuverability like butter. Alright, so here's the Apoa Kartu'al, light fighter and scout. Which doesn't say here, but the Xi'an Apoa Corporation manufactures an export model of the Kartu'al for sale to human civilians as a dedicated scout and explorer. The export model features the same Xi'an maneuvering rig, but control surfaces modified for human use and a more limited armament. So yeah, this is an actual Xi'an military fighter that the Xi'an make themselves and sell for human use, albeit modified from. It's like making a civilian version of a weapon or whatever. The humans do the same thing, but here, this is what's really cool. Floating fucking stairs. I know it's really weird to get excited about fucking floating stairs, but you know what? They're floating fucking stairs, man. Oh, so yeah, this has been an ongoing joke, but the control schemes there is pretty much you're grabbing breasts there. Alright, so we got the part 2 all. I'll show all these off because there's not many alien ships. As you can see, they don't have any like external like other halls. It's just the main hall here today. Same as yesterday. All the other stuff is going to be below us because the only other thing they have is a ground vehicle. Although there is the Vanduul Blade over there. Now you'll notice, why does that Vanduul ship look a crap ton different than that Vanduul ship? Well, because that's the legacy model from 2013. Like that was like when the design was created then. And this is the updated version where all the Vanduul ships are going to look more like this. So, yeah. I think it's definitely an improvement. I'm going to miss that thing because I do like that design, but for an alien race, like an alien line of ships, definitely more alien. Like that thing looked like, oh, we can't see it now, but that looked like a human cobbled together from scrap. Alright, yeah, so we're gonna go downstairs and check out the holographic display hall. Try saying that 10 times fast. And after that, we're gonna take some of these ships for a spin. So we got the Noxes here. You saw Kulios and I messing around with one of these, I don't know, like Monday or Tuesday or something. I don't remember the days all blend together, man. But yeah, they're pretty much, these are Xi'an bikes. They're very monolithic and cool. I really like them, but they're fragile as hell. Like you can, it's pretty much like a Pinto. I'll just say that. It's a Pinto. It's a space Pinto. Just tap a rock, boom. Alright, here. Apoa Focus Racing. Hit the skids with the 2947 Nox. This speedy and maneuverable open canopy racer from Apoa is capable of zipping along planet surfaces or deep space. Available for the first time in human space, the Nox has been specifically redesigned for human pilots and is ready to race. So yeah, you gotta keep in mind that obviously all the aliens have different anatomy and proportions to the humans, so each of the ships they sell for human use are modified versions of their own ships that humans can pilot. Except for the Xperia stuff, because that they literally make themselves. They just reverse engineer the ships that are captured or they find wreckage of and then make up wherever they have to. You know, like, oh, what was this? What did the wings look like? Because they're both missing here. I don't know. Ask reports from military, or we can just make it up. You know, stuff like that. But here is the Tavaran fighter, the Talon. I think Cam and I were talking about this. We were interested in it, but I don't think we ended up getting it. The Xperia Talon light fighter. The Talon represents Xperia's continuing effort to preserve historically significant Tavaran ship designs. A maneuverable single-seat combat ship with light armor but powerful directional phalanx shields. The Talon is made to strike first and strike hard before using the shields to cover its escape. Yeah. The Tavaran are avian-like species. So, it translates in their ship design. That's all their ships kind of look like birds of prey. What do we have on the other hall? So they only had 2 holographic displays today. Okay, so here's another Talon. This is the Talon Shrike. What the hell's the difference? The Talon represents Xperia's continuing effort. We read all this already. Phalanx shields, escape. The infamous Shrike variant is armed with additional internal missile racks. Okay, so it just has more armament. So we got like a pretty much a bomber variant. Or a missile bolt, whatever. It's you got a fighter and a light fighter, pretty much. Yeah, I wish I can show more, but there's really not a lot of alien stuff yet in the game. And a lot of that is due to Squadron 42. So for anyone who doesn't know, I'll say it again. Squadron 42 is the single-player linear campaign game set in the Star Citizen universe, where you get, where Mark Hamill's your wingman, and Henry Cavill's in it, Mark Strong is in it, Gary Oldman's the Admiral in it, and all that. All the big-name actors are in that project. Star Citizen is what we're playing right now. This is the open universe MMORPG space sim, FPS MMORPG space sim. So they're two separate games, and they're also two separate. Essentially, they're two separate games being developed side by side, and pretty much a lot of the stuff is done and being worked on in Squadron first, and then put into Star Citizen later. But a lot of the stuff, like the Idris ship frigates and the Javelin stuff, a lot of this stuff is kind of ready, but it's not in game yet because they want us to experience, for those of us that have Squadron, like yours truly, I think everyone in Cast of Shadows pretty much, but for those of us that have the game, that have both, because you don't have to, when you back the project, you don't have to back both games. You can choose which one you want to back. You can back both, you can back one, you can back the other. It doesn't, you have freedom of choice there. But yeah, like they don't they don't want us to just experience it in the PU here, in the persistent universe. We just call it the PU. They want us to experience it through the story that they made, through the campaign. They don't want to like spoil anything because they want us to experience it in a certain way, and I'm perfectly fine with that. I actually applaud that. So I'm patiently waiting for Squadron to come out because I'm so ready for that game. It's like, for me, it's like it's like Cyberpunk 2077 for other people. I'm really excited for that game as well. Like they're neck and neck kind of for me in terms of like how cool they are and how much I want to play them. Because Star Citizen has some really kick-ass gunplay, and obviously the piloting and everything is great too. Like so, and you play as Mark Hamill's fucking wingman, man. You're like the new kid on the block as his wingman, and I don't know anything else about the story because they're keeping a pretty tight damn lid on it. Alright, so here, this is the Xperia Glaive. The Glaive is a symmetrical version of the Scythe. So for anyone who doesn't know, the Scythe is pretty much just this, but one of these is just a giant cannon instead of a whole wing thing. So think this giant cannon, but a lot bigger and shorter, so it goes up to here instead of all the way out, so asymmetrical. But yeah, this is a medium fighter. It's a symmetrical version of the Scythe, generally flown by Vanduul with more combat experience. They are better armed and have two large blade wings, as opposed to the one on the standard Scythe. Interesting fact about the Vanduul, aside from the fact that they want to kill us all and pretty much just, we don't even know if they have a home planet. I'm sure we're sure they have a home planet, but we don't know what it is or where it is. We just know them as a spacefaring race of clans that travel the galaxy, wiping out planets, taking their resources, and moving on. They've taken a crap ton of human star systems already, and the fun fact that I completely have sidestepped from, fun fact is, the older and more experienced the Vanduul fighter is, the less armor he wears. It's an interesting fact, because they're supposed to be like the most skilled hand-to-hand combatants in the Star Citizen verse. And I, for one, cannot wait to fight one in hand-to-hand combat when that's a thing. I mean, we have hand-to-hand combat, but I mean, like, to go up against a Vanduul with an energy lance, that's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be probably lethal. I'm probably not gonna survive the first time, but I'm still gonna love every minute of it. I'll just remember to bring a good gun to the fight. Who said you can't bring a gun to a energy lance fight? I mean, besides, their energy lance literally shoots an energy projectile. That's why it's called an energy lance. Otherwise, we just call it a Vanduul lance. It's pretty much the metal. It's a spear, essentially. It's a lance. It's not a It's not like a Halo energy sword or anything like that. It's just a lance that shoots lasers out of it. Or actually, it's more like balls of plasma, but that's not relevant at the moment. Alright, so let's head over to the spaceport and spawn. I'm gonna go with the Xi'an ship first because I really love the Xi'an stuff. And I'm probably really biased because my friend literally worked on the Xi'an font. So he's really good at it. He actually taught me some Xi'an. I now know that one of the signs in the restaurants says hot spicy food in Xi'an. Yeah, not really helpful or useful for anything. I mean, at least now in terms of gameplay, but it's cool. Alright. Train 45 seconds. I noticed that Cam sent me a party invite. So we got 25 seconds. I'll just quickly message him that I'm in Discord.
Capsule now approaching station. Stand clear of disembarking passengers. Careful, doors are now closing.
You mean the community server?
Sorry.
Completely different. So what's up?
Not really. I just said Discord. That was pretty
Exactly.
vague. It could have been the Star Citizen Weeks. It could have been anything. But
I
not
am
much.
in all the cities.
How's your turkey day?
Oh, I literally did nothing today. Oh no, I should take it back. So I did go to the fucking store to pick up a fucking pie because this weekend the parents want me over. Which, and I've already been around them enough that there's no like contamination issues or anything there.
No, I know
So
what you mean. I'm
bought a
hanging
pie
out
to
with
bring
my
them.
parents pretty much every Saturday at this point. So.
As I was over the past like 2 weeks, I've been spending the weekends working on my grandma's house. So I'm like, I've already been around them.
Right.
And there's no one else like coming there, so it's like, not a biggie.
Yeah. Like I think I'm going to my parents this weekend as well to do something because I was only hanging out with my uncle and grandparents today.
You have any turkey?
Yeah, I had some turkey.
But did you give any turkey to the kitties?
To one of them. The other one was misbehaving, so he didn't get any turkey.
Oh.
And he doesn't care.
Yeah. I gave some to my kitty last year, and he was kind of like he sniffed it, he nibbled onto the tiny bit, and he was like, there.
Now my cat will only jump in. One of them will just the other one doesn't really care. He's actually pretty well behaved when it comes to the whole food thing. But Shadow, she'll just be like, "You have turkey?" And turkey's her favorite, man. She's like, steak, whatever. No, that doesn't matter. Turkey's where it's at for her. So she'll just jump onto the table or jump on my lap and just put her head in my face. I want some.
Found you
now. I want it. Is that you on top of my bike?
Yes.
I'm like, who the hell is this asshole?
I was literally just like, hey, some fucker's coming in a vehicle. All right, I'll hop on. Oh, hey, Merc. I would watch out though, because last time that tried taking the ground routes, it ate my vehicle about like maybe a third of the way through.
What
Like
do
the
you mean
ground
it
just
ate
opened up and just
your... Oh, okay.
yeah, like there was like no clipping on the ground, so it was just like shoot. Like you remember us, you know, the other day we were playing together and we were hearing the vehicles exploding. That's what that was. They were clipping to the ground and then just kaboom.
Oh, that's so much funnier than when you can't see it.
Yeah. So I might suggest either like if we just take like a hard left here when we're able to.
And go to the other side of the track or something.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, just to like the other rail track there or something. I don't know if it'll make a difference. I don't know if it's already been fixed. I don't know, but
I mean, I've
shit,
already done it and I've had no issues, but I don't care.
Uh-huh.
I just noticed that, you know, the Dragonfly has no problems driving on flat surfaces like this ice river, but if you try this pretty much on anywhere else in the
the plants, all the fucking rocks and shit.
Oh my god, it's like why is it hovering only like 2 inches above the fucking ground? What the
I
hell?
know it like, and it used to be
It used to be really good.
better.
Yeah, it's like they actually nailed it at one point. It was like, why? What did you do?
Bark, bark,
Bark, bark, bark.
spark, spark.
Are you on your Moby class?
Yo.
I'm in third person right now, and I just see you with one hand holding on, the other one has your Moby glass in front of your face.
Look, it makes perfect sense if you don't think about it whatsoever.
I'm just trying to figure out how you're holding on.
I got my legs.
Now you can make the argument that you're mag boots, because mag boots are a thing. So.
That's actually a really good point.
Mag boots are a thing in this universe. So. And before anyone who knows what we're talking about says, oh no, but it's actually they're going to use the EVA. No, that's just the mechanics of how they're going to implement it working in game. In terms of like the lore and everything, it's just magnetic boots. Wow, you're already covered in snow.
Oh.
It's been like about a few seconds.
Oh shit, I don't feel cold.
Yeah, I like how my black armor takes a little, like my torso and legs take a little bit longer to get covered in snow. Must have some kind of like internal heating system or something like that. Versus my armor is pretty much... It's more for looks, except for the forearms are for function. Also, I noticed I have no HUD on the bike here. Like all the MFJs on the bike are just blank.
Well, we're going. We don't need a HUD.
And it's alright. I'm just gonna ditch this bike anyway. So. Though.
I do love that they upgraded all the weapons on the MSR to a size 3.
Yeah, that is nice. Although it doesn't help you when you're flying the MSR solo at a claim mission.
No, not. Well, I mean, then you literally only have 2 size 3s firing, so yeah, you're fucked at that point.
And pretty crappy shields against, you know, like 17 prospectors with distortion cannons, and then you have like 17 of those remote turrets, each with 2 size 3 attritions. Yeah.
The whole snow coverage
that's a good way to tell if you're suicidal. Is just go do that mission solo.
The whole snow camo, you know, snow coverage thing would work a lot better if it also applied to your gear. Because it's like, you know, if I was like prone out there in the snow, I'd be pretty much invisible. Except I'm sitting here with my fucking, you know, weapons and
well, here's the thing.
That's
why I like to, whenever I'm on Microtech, I like to use the P8-SC sniper rifle because it's white. So.
It's already white, yeah.
But your magazines are still black, and that's kind of undoes the whole camo thing too.
You want to grab? I can grab my MSR if you want to grab a ground vehicle to shove in it.
I wanted to drive the Car2 all and show that off.
Okay. Here, I'll grab my MSR too.
We can probably fit it inside the MSR.
Car2 all?
No, you're right, because the Rover.
I don't think it's.
Yeah, it's a little too tall and too long, but it's definitely short. Like it's not too wide. It can definitely fit in. It's just it gets really tall towards the back when it's all folded up and everything.
Yep. So have you used the new inventory system at all?
A little
Like with that
bit,
chest
like where you
burst
can drag
storage?
stuff from one thing to another. I was testing it out the other day with Data and his brother because you can steal the inventory from from a rock
Yeah.
and drag it into your inventory. So we were testing that out.
I can't wait until we can access other players and NPCs inventory and shit like that. So I can be like, hey,
more
nice
NPCs
weapon,
than
nice
players, just because the players will get pissed. The NPCs, sure, they'll get pissed too, but they're gonna be easier to take care of.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I find it perfectly acceptable that if I have a weapon equipped and I die, that equipped weapon would be
Stay.
gone.
Yeah. Yeah, because
Now
your
that being
body,
said, I would
they
also
want
be
it that
perfectly
your
fine
body
if they were to
will,
essentially just spawn a
persist.
duplicate.
Yeah, you're gonna be a clone or whatever. Like think like The Sixth Day or whatever that movie is with Arnold, where it's like they imprint your memories onto a clone body or some whatever that was going on in that film. I was like, it was interesting premise, but really wacky and weird execution. But hey, it had Michael Rourke in it, the guy that plays Yondu in the Guardians of the Galaxy films.
Yeah.
He was actually pretty funny in that too. He gets killed a few times too, but because of cloning, he keeps coming back.
Yeah, who doesn't die a couple dozen times these days, you know?
Alright, well this is... It said Hangar 3, but I went to Hangar 3, now I went to Hangar 4. Where the fuck is my shit?
Try Hangar 2.
And game first.
I love that they fucking animate this stupid ass can of cola I open up. They animate me fucking opening it.
Yep.
I'm like, the level of detail they go into for this stuff is crazy, but that's one of the things I love.
I was going to say, yeah, but that's a good thing. It's because it shows that they care. Like, they want to show that detail. Like, remember that whole helmet thing they had last year? Where it's like how they want us to put on helmets when the game is done. Where it's like, you're not just going to click helmet and then it comes on. You're not going to like pick up the helmet and then it just teleports onto your head. No, you're going to physically pick up that helmet and there's going to be an animation that puts the helmet on your head and seal it on.
Of course, I still hope they do. I know way back when there was an animation of an armored up helmet, and it had
yes.
a section that would like go. You'd have like armor plates that would go and like fold up, and then it just shows the visor. Then the visor folded up to show just your face. So at that point, the helmet is open. I hope we have helmets like that actually like open up.
We'd all take that that GIF or GIF, whatever, of that animation and then make it into a series of jokes. And my game crashed. Fucking terrific.
Rip.
That's the second time in 48 minutes.
Download my RAM.
Okay. Pay $500? Well, I mean, I guess if I get more RAM.
No, like I said, just download more.
Download more RAM. Who falls for that? Scratch it. Actually, I can name some people that might fall for that. So,
have you ever noticed when you're on ships that your character, like your view, like twitches?
Like when you enter the ship?
Not even just when you're in, just like you're walking around. So like, let's say if you're just walking forward, you're like walking down a hallway. Your hand is not on your mouse at all. You're just walking, and then your vision. Like the camera like will like twitch up or like twitch like slightly down and right or something like that. No?
You have a few beers or something? Okay. No, I've noticed it maybe... I noticed that when you walk onto ships, sometimes something like that happens, but not when I'm in the ship.
Yeah, I have it happening a lot, and I find it really annoying.
Server meshing when? I know we make it out
8
as
months.
like we're constantly making it out as it's like it's gonna be this like fix all end all be all thing, but
No.
It's not. No, it's obviously not. But it's definitely gonna help a shit ton. I mean,
my expectation, like,
a
you know,
lot
see
of
as you were
things
saying, hey, once we
rely
have
on it,
server
too.
meshing, iCache, all that stuff, and once
Yeah.
that stuff's all in, then the
yeah,
content
it's not
can
just
start
like
flowing.
one thing. It's not like server side OCS and all that. Like no, we need it's a combination of all of them that will be that be all end all
Yeah.
perfect fix.
My expectation of when we actually will start seeing content like rolling in is going to be essentially a year from next year. So I'm talking at least about 18 months
Okay.
for when we'll actually start seeing content coming in.
Yeah. I mean, look, the problem is that, like, if we want to get Data and I were talking about this last night and how they could do the pyro system like say next like in whatever Q1 of next year, but if they don't have server meshing in, it's just going to be a separate
Yeah, I mean they probably have
or you won't be
pyro
able to travel
relatively
from
ready now.
one server to from one star system to another. You'll have to go back to the main menu, and then instead of selecting Stanton, you'll have to select pyro, and everyone's going to be very mad about that. So
I mean, they probably have at least a decently playable pyro now. It's just without server meshing and everything. So it's like they would, it'd be mostly empty. You wouldn't be able to do too much there, just kind of explore around and stuff. People probably still enjoy that, being like, oh, look at the cool, like, lava detectors or junk like that and whatever. But even then, it's like, what's the point if there's nothing else to do, and what's the point if it would be separate from everything else?
right, and the big thing about it too is that there's the gameplay tied from between the two systems that make it more worthwhile, and we're not going to have that with it being essentially a separate server, a separate entity than the Stanton game mode, I guess, for lack of a better term.
The Empire's leader in cutting-edge technology.
You essentially be playing on two different maps as opposed to two different, like an area you can travel from back and forth.
Yep.
Speaking of maps, I was messing around with Halo Reach Firefight again, and I was thinking about how people are really pissed that, like, oh, sprint and Halo, it doesn't belong, advanced movements, blah blah blah. Not that I don't disagree. I mean, I don't like advanced movements, but I think sprint can be done well in Halo. That being said, I think I found the perfect fix. Increase fucking movement speed, you dumbasses.
Never.
It's like, because I was playing, okay, so I just had Halo Reach, I just had everything at stock standard, right, like, because on normal movement speed, like, so the settings will have 100%, right, upped it to 50, jump height, upped it to 50, damage reduction, I'll up it to maybe 110%, right, because I'm trying to mimic, like a mainline Halo game, so, like, where you're playing as Master Chief, so, you're not Spartan 3, you're Spartan 2. You're a bit more durable, a bit more of a tank. You're a bit faster, stronger. So, like, up the melee a bit. And I started playing on every difficulty to make sure it worked. Oh my god, is it fun. It's like a combination of Halo and Doom in, like, the best way possible. It's fast-paced, but it's still Halo.
Yeah.
And the enemies, like, you'd think, like, well, how did the enemies keep up? Oh, they keep up. They keep up. Somehow they keep up.
Magic.
Like, you're still not moving as fast as, like, the fucking skirmishers.
Oh yeah, no.
Those guys are just moving at light speed. But yeah, it's like you're actually like, it's really cool because like essentially I made it so that you're playing as like Halo 2 Master Chief in Halo Reach. That's pretty much what I did.
Yeah.
And it's so much fun. You're like zipping around, throwing grenades. You have to literally like think about everything you're doing. But at the same time, you don't want to consciously be thinking about it, otherwise you're going to screw up. It's such a... It's actually really fun. I was like testing it after like I did each difficulty. I started testing it for like 2 hours. I couldn't put it down. Now all we need is fucking custom browsers, server browsers for Halo MCC and PC.
No.
So that I can actually share that with people.
I was looking at the control panel here for the MSR, like, you know, because they have all the physicalized buttons and shit. One of the buttons that the MSR has is a cargo eject.
Ooh.
I'm wondering how the heck you'll be able to eject your cargo, since the only entrance exit is the ramp. So I'm wondering if that'll like turn off cargo, like the.
It's probably gonna turn off those cargo
plates.
deck, the cargo plates, right? The mag plates.
Yeah.
Those are. Either that, and I guess like just explosively decompress the cargo bay.
Maybe.
That's all I can think of, at least right on the spot.
I do like though
But
that it has a dedicated button to just opening up the ramp.
Yeah, I love that too. Because you don't have to you don't have to press, like for instance, if you're on the freelancer and you press K, or for me at least, because I custom keybind it to a lot of things, press K opens up all the everything, right? Opens the side
Not
door.
that the
It opens
Mercury
the
has
ramp.
any other entrances.
Cutlass Black. It opens up the side doors. It opens up the ramp. You know, pretty much with any ship, it'll open up everything. There's no specific key to just okay. I only want to open this one door or this door or that door. Without having to be there, like from the cockpit, you should be able to have that sort of control. Or if you're in a larger ship and you have a captain seat, like the what's-face ship, the Starfarer, you should have that type of control.
Yeah.
That also gives the captain seat a bit more function too. The captain can manually like open and close cargo.
And just imagine too when you're in VR and you're actually like fucking toggling these switches, because you know that's what they're building up for eventually.
With the index too. Oh man.
Just being like bloop 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 bloop. All right, fuck it, let's do this.
The Valve Index, its Star Citizen, and like, I mean, actually, Valve Index. Come on, like by the time Star Citizen's ready for VR, the year's probably gonna be like it's gonna be like 2077.
I mean, realistically,
VR is gonna be like the Matrix, where you just digitally plug yourself in
like
and you're there digitally, like you're physically, or rather digitally in that world. You're not even like wearing like you're in a VR headset. You're probably like slumped over in a chair. In the real world. Pretty much the Matrix, but without the giant needle going into your brain. Because that's just invasive, painful, and I mean, hopefully we'll find a way around that. Missions geared towards technically I guess
people are going like, oh, cap ships are, you know, they're always going to be operating on a loss, it's literally just for RP purposes. I'm like, no, what are you guys talking about? There's going to be shit geared toward those ships as well. You know, obviously it depends. So it's like you know you might have a mission that'd be like, hey, you know, take out this enemy fleet. Now you could choose to go and take a crap ton of fighters and just go through and take them out individually.
Or you can take like a mix.
Yeah, you can take a couple hammerheads and like a Polaris.
How you accomplish a mission is entirely up to you. You can do like a stupid mission with just the like I'm going to do a delivery mission with an Idris. You know, it's like because you feel like wasting fuel and having a hard time getting it on the ground.
Also, you are echoing. Your mic is echoing.
Am I?
Yep. Are you using a headset and speakers? Or?
Maybe. Are you? Is it echoing when you talk, or is it?
Yeah, when I talk, it's echoing back. Now, right
How
now, it's not
about
doing it anymore.
now?
But before, whenever I was talking, yeah, like right now, I can hear myself delayed a bit through your mic.
Okay, sorry.
Because I'm just like, you know.
Let me just take off in this thing.
Landing complete.
I'm up in orbit, by the way, right now.
Okay, I'm taking off in the Car-2-Wall. So.
Yeah, I'm pretty much at Everest Station.
Everest.
Or
Tressler.
whatever the fucking orbital station is.
The Tressler, Port Tressler.
Yeah.
Thank you. And please visit again.
Now, here's a question. When they do Crusaders landing zone, once they finally have that in, yeah, do you think that they're going to redo Port Olisar at that time? Do you think they're going to go and have a separate orbital station or something else?
I
Port Olisar would essentially be
what if
Crusaders'
they
orbital station.
destroy Port Olisar before, like, because I want that Vanduul event, but at the
I
same time
don't
we're
think
not
they're
going to
gonna do
get
that.
that. We're not going to get that until after Squadron, because they're going to definitely be holding the Vanduul back for Squadron.
Oh yeah.
That's totally.
Honestly, I have the feeling that for at least episode 1, now again, bearing in mind that Squadron 4, or at least the single player aspect of Star Citizen, is planned to have 3 chapters, of which Squadron 42 is only the first chapter.
Right. I assume after the first chapter they'll start releasing some of the stuff, because I think they just want I think the whole goal was they wanted us to experience our first time on X ship or with X species or whatever in Squadron, and then experience it in the PU. For those of us that have Squadron, at least.
Yeah.
So.
That being said, I don't think we're going to see too much of the Vanduul until probably close to the end of it, because from what it sounds like, it's going to be much more. The enemy is going to be the OMI or whoever the fuck that
OMC. Yeah,
OMC,
that
yes.
That human criminal group that they teased in the vertical slice from 2000.
Yep. I think they're going to be the main enemy for like most of it, and then I would probably guess that it's like, oh hey, there's all these other attacks going on. It must be OMC doing it, and then it's like, surprise, bitches, you thought.
Yeah, because that's kind of the
like,
feeling I got.
Shit.
Remember that 2018 cinematic trailer? It's kind of the feeling I got from that, where it's like we're gonna be fighting this human group for a while, and then get into the Vanduul.
Yeah, and the Vanduul will pop out and be like, surprise,
whether it's going to be like
shit.
a UNSC versus an insurrection teaming up to fight the Covenant type thing, or whether it's a 3-way battle or whatever, it remains to be seen.
Which would be interesting as heck.
I'm hoping for a 3-way battle.
You know, are they going to backstab us? Do we
I'm kind of hoping.
first?
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping that the humans are like, screw you guys, and we're going to fight the aliens. It's like, so they're going to be, the aliens are fighting both. Like from the aliens' perspective, they're just killing all the humans. But from the humans' perspective, like, great, we're fighting aliens, and we still have this criminal group to deal with. It's like, fuck. That'd be fun.
It'd be interesting. It'd only be fun depending on what kind of hardware and manpower I've got assigned to me when I'm in the fight.
Right.
Like, I think
we start out as a lieutenant, I think, in Squadron.
I wonder if we'll rank up at all.
That's
or have rather potential for rank ups.
Because we know we started as a lieutenant. We're wingman with we're Mark Hamill's wingman, and we're piloting a Gladius at the beginning, from what it seems.
I wonder too if we'll be able to change like our loadout. Like, oh, I want these coolers. Oh, I want these guns.
Probably. It seemed like Mark Hamill was able to do that with his Gladius, if that vertical slice was anything to go by. So.
Yeah, but we haven't actually received anything concrete from Squadron in fucking a while.
And that vertical slice is 3 years old now.
Yeah, I mean that video, they were like, oh, we're putting together this video. Oh, we're delaying it for like 8 months, 10 months to make it even better, and it was still utter trash.
Yeah, so for anyone that's complaining about Cyberpunk, you think that delay to December is bad? We've been waiting for Squadron for like 5 years.
Well, I mean, no, you think that was bad. Remember back during the fucking 2.7, waiting for 3.0 days, when that took over
2.7? There was no
year?
2.7. There was a 2.6 for like a year.
Was it no, there was a 2.7.
No, it was 2.6.3, and then it went to 3.0.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay. Either way, it was like a year and a fucking half.
Oh my god, yeah. It's like, don't worry, in March 2017, we're going to have the 3.0. 3.0 came 2017 of December 20... It was December 26th or something like that. I was like...
It was bad. It was really bad.
Yeah.
I know they kept on showing like videos of like, hey, here's what planets look like. Hey, here's this. Here's that. Really cool. When do we get it?
Yeah. Well, now we've had it for a few years now, so we can stop complaining in that regard. All right,
Still,
I'm at Port Tressler 2 now. So.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to make this my spawn as soon as I'm in range of their communications.
The next big thing that I want will be the multi-stage missions.
Yeah, we had a taste of that, but it was really, I wouldn't say
Like
poorly
everything we got,
executed.
the most
just,
we really have right now are the bunker missions, or not the bunker, like the Hearst. Sorry, the Hearst and
no, not
satellite
the mission giver missions, really.
Yeah.
Specifically,
And even
that
then,
one,
it's like,
the one
go
guy
here
on,
and then go to this other place, and that's it. Like, I
Yeah.
want to be actually like, you know, I'm wandering around and discovering shit. I have multiple, you know, options to choose from. You know,
Mm-hmm.
because like even like the with the Hurston mission giver with the satellite thing, it's like it should be like I find the satellite either through the mission giver or through some other way, or I just stumble upon it, whatever. After that, then I should have an option of, do I go and choose to turn it in? Do I go and choose to destroy it? You know, do I choose to, you know, whatever.
Right.
You have person security, or I'm sorry.
Yeah, they're
you got
scanning
security
me.
on you.
They're scanning me.
They're literally named 4 and 6. Like if you look at their ships and their names, they're literally called 4 and 6.
It'll be interesting when they have because they clearly have a random name generator there. It's just be interesting if
Oh,
they
yeah.
to have they actually have names when you scan them, and that'll be fun. You can kill them, and then it'll affect
And take their name and their face. Wait, what?
Why are they always like sideways or upside down to you when they scan you? It's so weird.
Who knows?
Also, are they in hurricanes?
Yes. Yes, they are.
Huh. One of them looks damaged,
Maybe they are.
like missing a wing. They are missing a wing. What did you do, fella?
If he told you, he'd have to kill you.
Anvil Hurricane, pilot, nothing. Life signs, name, nothing.
Yeah, I bought the fucking skin pack too for the Mercury.
Oh, nice. So you have the black and gold.
No, that was only with the fucking stupid ass.
Oh, that was that mini game,
when
right?
it first
Right.
came out. That unfortunately I was not
So
able to do
what
at
is
the
this
time.
skin?
I got on a polar camo.
Ooh.
So there's that, and then
Yeah,
there's a blue.
Remember those jokes that we used to make about the Car2Wall's controls in the cockpit? I'll give you a reminder. Put your hands up, and then make like claws and go forward, and then you'll. Yeah.
I mean, it's an alien ship. What do you expect?
Talk about getting to know your ship.
Or your ship getting to know you.
I love how they have like the whole animation where it transforms and everything.
That is pretty cool.
Permission to come aboard, sir.
Never.
Okay.
Did you already set your spawn point?
Yeah, I'm just drifting away now because this thing doesn't maneuver well when you're in the landing mode. Just trying to remember if I can even leave an EVA here. Can I leave EVA?
Should be able to. Should be able to leave every
Without
EVA.
transforming? No, I think I need to transform it to leave.
Transform, man. Roll out.
Exactly.
Landing gear down.
The floating stairs and everything. Remember the first Intergalactic Aerospace Expo video they had? Where you had like Jack
No.
McCleary scared of the floating stairs?
Vaguely.
2016.
You mean the good old days?
Yeah.
So yeah, when can we install a little bitty turret in the cargo bay to shoot intruders?
Oh. Ow, I'm at 50. Oh, my health is dropping. I need to... Wow. They really need to fix that. I have that all the time whenever I enter a ship from EVA. Like, I'm damaged to the point where I need to use a med pen to survive.
We'll land lower to the ground.
How high from the ground was I? I thought I was pretty low.
However high you were, lower. So, you wanna go anywhere, or?
I don't know. Let's see what jobs are available.
See what,
I want to say I can
missions are
use
out
some
there.
money, but I did some mining with data and made a lot of money the other night. Well, I say a lot. You want to go shoot some people?
I mean, this thing isn't really a combat ship.
Well, I meant FPS.
Sure. We could
I mean, we can also do bounty hunting. I got 4 player bounties, so...
There's a 890 mission.
Yep. You want to do that?
Sure. You want to hop on one of the turrets to take out those,
Sure. Just remember to get the call to arms mission so that you get the...
Yep. I already did.
And I accidentally clicked claim check. Because
You did what?
one of the missions disappeared and it moved up the list, and I clicked claim jumpers instead because of that. Which is a ship I don't recommend doing. Which is a mission I don't recommend doing in this ship. Right. You want to share the mission, by the way, or do you need money? 'Cause
Yeah.
I could... Turrets are... I think this way. Yes. Does it matter which turret I take?
Not really.
I meant in terms of like you're flying and all that.
Oh, I guess the top. I don't know.
Alright, well I'm in top, so.
To be fair, switching them was pretty quick, so.
That's true. The seats are quite literally right next to each other. So.
And it takes you all like freaking probably like 5 seconds or so.
How do I change? I want ESP.
Huh?
There we go. Relative mode. Switch the controller for the turrets because the mouse it is so slow. But when you're using a controller for the turret,
Oh yeah.
it feels so good. Like you can actually move around fast and track things. It's nice. And you can control it in third person too. That's awesome. Like the camera, it's not moving the camera, it's only moving the turret. So, I mean, I won't really know what I'm shooting at because I just have a view of whatever's in front of us, pretty much like how you'd fly in third person, but move the turret all about.
Do you have any hostile contacts right now?
Scanning. I have the 890, the 300i inside it, and that's about it.
Yeah, I'm not picking up any hostile ships.
Yeah,
Weird, because
that's not
maybe
such
we
a
just need to
good
get close.
thing.
Yeah, I'm like.
Unless like, I don't know. You want to just go aboard and see anyways? I have 20 out of 20 hostiles, so there's that.
Yeah, Sam. So I think we'll just go aboard.
Yeah. I guess they forgot this one. Or we had an OM. I mean,
What
like,
was
what are we, like OM1 or OM2?
Mm.
Because I'm seeing, looks like to be one of the polls.
Hey, the NPC's got 3 of them. 4 of them.
Yeah, okay, so that's a good sign.
Yeah. One last scan for ships in the area. Nothing coming up. Guess they only got 4 of them.
They're good.
Well,
They're
they
not
got
that
5
good.
of them.
No, hey, they're going down.
Hey, good for them. Good for them.
Yeah, it's nice that they're kicking ass for once, instead of getting their asses handed.
Oh, they'll still all die like bitches, but...
Yeah, but at least they're taking some of them out with them. I got my rapid fire shotgun this time around.
You want to try any of the new guns?
I mean, I tried some of the new guns, but the only new guns is the grenade launcher and the BR2 shotgun. I tried them out. I prefer this shotgun over it. Got better range and better damage. We should probably holster our weapons when we go into space, just in case something happens. And we die, and then the weapon floats away and then hits the atmosphere, and we lose it.
Yes.
Oh, speaking of which, I should refill that med pen that I used earlier.
Yeah, I would probably suggest that we take, because we don't have the Carrick with us, I'd probably suggest we head to
Towards the med bay, yep.
Yeah,
You just reminded me, towards the end of, like, whatever playthrough here, I got to rent a Cutlass Red at the end of the night.
What?
The Cutlass Red, because you can still rent one.
Would be a...
They're still at the...
Oh.
Oh.
Now, come on.
Sorry. Yeah, like, see, I'm on the floor, I'm standing up, and... Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Interesting.
I just got hurt.
I'm fine. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I checked the damage there. Don't open the door yet. I'm going to reopen my med pen. And I'm like, I know they'll... That's weird. It's not... Here, start going through.
Okay, I'll close the door behind
Because
me.
we got the timer.
You at least have a giant, thick bulkhead protecting you from bullets and possible laser fire.
Weird. It didn't go and use a med pen off of my gear.
Wow. The S38 pistol? Pretty good when you get a headshot. Yeah, it goes right through heavy helmets. Of course, you have to put 5 rounds into their heads, but you can do that pretty quickly. Alright, I'm checking the guest quarters for that terminal. I have found the terminal. Okay. I'm preventing the hack.
Excellent.
That was quick. Cool, now we can just focus on shooting and looting. Yes, it's looting time, Cam. The numbers are going down like... We're here now, so now the numbers are going to drop rapidly fast.
Bitches. In the words of Mace Windu, this party's over.
I'm surprised that guy didn't shoot at me.
Yeah.
He had a pretty good shot.
By my good looks.
Yeah. It's our helmets, man. They inspire fear.
Well, it better. This thing cost me 2 million credits.
Did it really?
No.
Because like I'm pretty sure it was a subscriber thing, and mine was a gift, and I'm pretty sure you told me yours was a gift too.
Yup.
Thank God for generous citizens.
Alright, ladder time. We'll take the bar last, I figure.
Just when you're lazy, just drop down.
No, I know that's
I think the security officer's lost in this room.
I mean, I'm not surprised. They're always lost.
No, you have to see this. You have to come down and see this. This is hilarious. Just look through the window when you get down.
What?
They're all just trained at what used to be there. Usually, like, they're like, once they killed them, they're kind of like moseying about or doing whatever it is.
Yeah, you want to check a grenade or not? Okay.
Yeah, you want to check a grenade? I don't have one, so.
You don't have? Why the fuck don't you have a
I
grenade?
mean, I have a grenade, just not equipped. While you're doing that, I'm going to make sure there's no one behind us coming from the hangar.
Merry Christmas! Happy Thanksgiving!
Happy holidays. Happy Black Friday.
Fuck, it only killed one of them? What the
Really?
shit?
That's a shitty flak grenade.
I got back up! Motherfucker. Hey, you better bleed out there, bitch. You better bleed out.
Holy shit, the security guy's in the hangar. Wow. There's one
What?
security guy left, and I think he eliminated everyone in the hangar.
Yeah, clear it first, just to be sure.
Yeah. You dead?
No,
No,
I'm
I
alive.
see you. You're 30 meters. Yeah, no, good.
I'm just going to the med bay real quick.
Right, I'm just gonna pop them. You know. Spec up style, you know. Just make sure they're dead. Put 2 bullets in.
So, war crimes?
Yes.
Where's the
Alright, there's
fucking-
one guy hiding behind a pillar. Like, hiding behind a pillar. He's dead now.
Where's the fucking option to set the ICU in the...
I don't know, last time I was here, it was not there.
Yeah, it's still not here. So,
Last time I was here was a few days ago.
yeah, guess they
They probably got rid of it. Yeah.
removed it, or there's a glitch, or whatever. So, hangar clear?
Hangar is clear. I'm now looting.
Alright, time to clear the garage here. Cargo bay, whatever.
I'm gonna loot this way. But you can steal the what's-your-face ship. The 300.
300?
Yeah. Hangar door's still open, right?
I don't know.
Hooray! I have 308 P8-SC SMGs. We're back! The mobile armory is back, baby. I really have to, like, sell them or something, because that's a money
When we
maker
can
right
sell
there.
shit.
What?
I said when we can sell shit.
Yeah, well,
I mean, it's not a players, I guess.
yeah,
but-
you can, like, the players would give me money and I can give them the rifle, which would be a transaction, but, like, I can, like, what I'm gonna do, say I'm selling guns in the in-game chat and people are gonna come running.
I mean, if you're selling them for, you know...
I mean, yeah, obviously I'd be selling them
500
cheaper than the
credits a
store
pop or
would,
something.
that's how, otherwise no one would come.
Yeah, it would definitely have to be at some kind of a large discount there, you know.
And it also have to be in an area that people can get to, and, you know...
Well, I mean, that would be relatively easy. You could do, like, security post Korea. Relatively unsafe, but...
Right, that's the problem there.
But the
I
problem
think
is
it'd probably be a
any place
better
you can
idea to
transfer
do it, like, on a ship.
hand weapons
with
is always going to be
security.
unsafe.
Hey, we can do that as like an event. We can sell weapons and have like onboard security and shit.
Three left.
I'm hanging out with this security guy. Cool. I'm taking his dead buddy's assault rifle though. They're probably in the bar.
Yeah, I know.
Watch out, they might be right in front of the door, preventing the door from opening. I really have a problem, don't I?
I'm done.
With the looting.
Not bad.
All good, all in one piece.
Yep. Most damage I took was a fucking entry. Although it would be pretty funny if like they're like sitting there wounded and you just you just walk up with take out your pistol, blam.
I just like that we can do that in the blood splatters and everything.
I mean, it'd be pretty funny, it's like, they're like struggling weakly. It's like, they got like 5 or 10 minutes before they actually bleed out.
Right, like a player
Fine.
does, like when they're on the ground and they're bleeding out.
Yeah.
You get hit by a ship turret or something. It's like, and then you just
Yeah, exactly. And so they're once the whole healing system and all that, they're like, they're like, I mean, we could take you to jail. Nah.
Like, don't worry, buddy. You're gonna be okay. Really? No.
Really? Sure.
No, not even. It's gonna be like, really? No.
Wait,
Bam.
no, please.
You'll be all right. Don't worry. You're actually gonna survive this because lucky for you, we have a bounty on you. It's like, wait, really? No. Boom, boom.
No, it's like there's two of them. It's like, look, we have a bounty on you. Really? Wait, which one of you is Bob? I am. Cool. Blam! Shoot the other guy. Wait, that was really Bob. Shit! Blam! Shoot the first guy.
Shoot both of them and say that they killed each other before you got there.
Yeah, fuck it.
They were holding rifle like right to each other's heads on.
It was a
like the
murder
ballistic,
suicide thing.
Assuming they even have in the 30th century when criminals are killed in such a manner that they have
I mean, I probably
like
wouldn't care too
forensics,
much.
where it's like, oh, like this man, were they holding their guns to each other's heads and then both pulled the trigger at the same time or something? Like,
No. He killed his buddy, then he killed himself. Murder suicide. Maybe even funnier if you have a mission, it's like this. Okay, we've cleared out the ship. Now we gotta clear the bodies, clean out any, all the stains and shit, and then we use the ship for a follow-up mission.
that would be cool.
Oh.
See, that's the type of missions that I kind of want to see.
It's like, alright, grab
that's
all the bodies,
multi-stage.
throw them in an escape pod or something,
Yeah.
launch it, destroy it,
Right.
move on. Like, here,
Also,
why can't I loot your body?
Well, here's the
Give me
thing.
the
This is
sweet
why I
loot.
like doing, like, if you have a crime stat, you can go and kill some of the Hurston security guards, right, at the security depot, because they have pistols on them, as well as the energy weapons they're carrying. And you can loot the pistols off their body.
There you go.
Also, I love that you have alternate fire modes on weapons.
Oh, fuck yeah.
So you can
I
pull
hope-
off some
I hope they
spec
take
ops,
advantage of that
spec ops
more.
shit like that. What?
I hope they take advantage of that more, the firing modes.
Yeah, like, especially since we've seen some of the more exotic weapons take advantage of it in more unique ways, like charge-up shots and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'd love to see like a weapon that would be like, normally it fires just like a bolt, but then if you charge it, or you switch fire modes, it like lobs.
Yeah, like
something.
take the Custodian, right? If you switch fire modes, you charge it up, and it fires like a shotgun spread of energy, but not all at the same time. It's really not effective, but it's cool.
Yeah.
I like how also, like, on the R97 shotgun, you have the rapid fire mode,
Yeah.
and then you can alt fire mode for a more like precision shotgun mode. But it's semi-auto.
I'm still hoping for the MSR they might add like a fucking ladder or some shit.
A ladder?
Give me some like give me some kind of a secondary fucking.
Oh yeah, because we're probably gonna die getting back on that ramp. Or come close.
I mean,
to
I'm
it.
not too worried about that, but it's still annoying.
But yeah, because I know the S71 has an alternate fire mode. Like if you look on the gun, there's fire mode that it's on that has 1 dot, semi-auto, and then there's one that has 5 dots, which I assume is like a 5-round burst or something. But it's not there yet. It's not in game, and I really want it to be because that's a fun gun. Imagine how fun that will be with a 5-round burst.
By the way, when I re-entered the MSR here, I went and I used control to keep myself tight to the ramp, and I was able to literally just walk on it. It didn't even knock me down. So,
Metro to spaceport elevators are busted again.
yeah, I might spend an hour or so shelling people.
Star Citizen taxi service, the game.
Hey, one guy gave me 20K for that.
Dade and I went mining the other night in rocks, and apparently Ariel around Hurston is a fucking gold mine for Haddonite.
I'll have to keep that in mind. Especially because the
just one thing, you're gonna need a environmental suit, the warm one for heat.
Let me check. I think I bought one, but let me
The
check
Pembroke or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna need that.
Yep, I still got it.
It's really hot there.
Hopefully soon we'll be able to, we'll get more like undersuit upgrades. Because I would love it to be like, you've got your armor that sits on top of your undersuit, but your undersuit itself has like upgrades and shit.
Alright. I got enough weapons for now.
Yeah, for now.
I just wanted to break 310. I literally have one on my back and one in my hands, just because I'm too lazy to unequip them and everything.
It would be pretty funny if you go and eventually get people who don't, with the Mercury Star Runner, they don't know about the
vents.
The vents and shit. Where'd you go?
So you know how to activate the one in the whatchamacallit, right? In the recreation room. Yeah.
Yeah, who would, right?
You know how to activate the one in the recreation room.
Yeah, you throw the White Queen on the coaster.
Yep. I love that attention. It's like it doesn't work unless you do that. And even if you know, it's so like the pieces are so small. And I don't know about you, but I was having trouble getting the Queen on the coaster the other day when I was trying it.
You coming?
Yeah. Why can't I move? Okay, now I can move. Jump.
I find it funny though in that room that's supposedly shielded from scan. You got this huge room.
Okay, I did what you did, where I kept I was holding control up the ramp.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when I got on the ship, I died.
I won't know. I didn't hold control. I tapped it a few times. Either way, oh well.
Alright, well, I'm back at Fortress.
Alright. I'm gonna go head back to the planet. What?
The hallways did not spawn in yet.
Rest in pieces.
Now they spawned in. Okay. Those LODs,
back
man.
to
Those
the
LODs.
planet here.
It'll be nice when they get server meshing and, you know, well, they're gonna have each planetary body have its own server as opposed to all of it being on one server.
Or however many it needs.
Right. The whole point was to ease the performance so that everything, like, spread it across as many servers as possible to make it perform the best, which makes sense. I'm never gonna get tired of laughing at the handcuffs at the Easy Hab. Well, now I don't have to worry about the water. My hydration was starting to get low, so. Hooray! Wanna try parking the... Nah, the Pisces won't fit.
And MSR won't fit.
No. Razor, maybe?
That might.
I'll try it. I have one for like 18 hours, so.
Here, meet me down at the planet, because there's some people waiting for the fucking
Train.
train. Yeah. Why the fuck is my ramp not closing? It didn't take any damage.
No, but I died on it, maybe.
Oh, fucking hell.
Maybe you have to close it from the door. Star
Alright.
Citizen not working the way it's supposed to is nothing new, unfortunately. Oh, hey Nancy V-Star 333. Yeah, I'm just... Hey, this looks cool. And Lady Mist, hey Lady Mist, says hello. And then sends hearts and says hello again. Hey, sorry I missed the chat for a few minutes. We were engaged in shenanigans of the lethal kind, apparently. It's nice to see you guys in the chat. Tomorrow's Origin, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Merc, you broke my damn elevator. Or
Wait, how did I break the elevator?
ramp. Not elevator,
Oh, the ramp.
Whatever.
You didn't need any.
You need to lay off those space Twinkies.
What the? Okay, so the Razor is one of the many ships that have the canopy bug, where the canopy just decides to open and close randomly mid-flight.
Hell yeah, you didn't use that air, right?
Oh, I have a helmet for a reason. So,
Thank you.
so meet
I thought your helmet didn't work anymore.
What was that?
I thought your helmet didn't work anymore.
Attention. Please come to an
Let me take it off and put it back on and see if that fixes it.
I mean, realistically, you'd be fine for like a minute or two.
Yeah. And even in the game too, just by the time it takes to load the helmet off your head and then back on, you'd be dead.
Yeah, that's the worst part of it. But actually, like literally,
But
you know, in
even,
real life,
even
you
in
take your
game when
helmet
it
off,
actually
pop it
works,
back on.
if it works as it's supposed to, which is instant, you would still be alive. You would just have a gray screen for a little bit, and then it would go away because you just needed
But
more
what is
oxygen.
life except for that awkward moment before death?
Just oxygen deprived.
Where we're going, we don't need oxygen.
Well, too late. Well, I mean, I guess this planet does have oxygen, so you can breathe on it. I mean, it was a terraforming accident, but I mean, it's still you can still live on it. It's just really, really cold.
Compressors overheating.
If the ice river wasn't any indication of how cold it was. Also, I just went straight down from spaceport to from the orbital station to the city.
Okay.
And I don't think the ship liked the turbulence.
Head into that surface entrance.
You already at the commons? Or are you heading to the spaceport? I see 2 cutlasses at the commons area right now.
Yep.
One is marked red and one is marked blue. This thing might be just a little too sensitive to flying third person, the Razor. At least for me. So I want to do some cool aerial maneuvers, but it's like I almost crashed into the freaking dome of the commons area. Like that, that's what I was talking about. It's too sensitive.
You crashed?
Blew up, yeah. What planet is this? We're on Microtech right now. It's a fictional planet. It's not a real planet.
I mean, it could
Where
be
are
a
you
real
in
planet.
space, Mando? We're on Microtech. I mean, it's for all we know, it could exist, but I mean, that's really. I'm back on the orbital station.
Rest
I'm
in
gonna try this
peace.
again, and I'm not gonna use the Razor this time. I'll use one of the other alien ships I rented. Oh, by the way, did you check out the convention hall today?
No.
They have a holographic display of the Talon.
Yeah, I saw some screenshots and shit, but
Yeah, it's not really like it. I thought like, oh, cool, there's another room. What's the other room have? And then it's just another Talon. It's like, what? Oh, it's a Shrike. It's like, really? You have to have a separate hologram for that?
it's like you should have just had like an actual model there of it.
Yeah, especially since they showed it in the Whitley's Guide video. Like it was
Yeah,
there
they did the same thing with the fucking
with the Hercules.
what was
Yeah,
it, C2?
yeah, the C2 Hercules. All right.
Would be nice if they would make a ground entrance for the hotel.
Say again.
Would be nice if they had a ground entrance from the hotel.
Like for the apartments.
Yeah, for the apartments. Because again, they got one for the
You would
spaceport.
think,
They
you
got
know
one for
what?
the commons.
Even if
but
it
they
wasn't a
don't have
ground
one.
entrance, like say it was a rooftop entrance, like a pad on the roof.
Yeah,
or something, 'cause
rooftop.
there-
Well,
I
I mean,
think there
I would
is a
think
pad on the
ground
roof.
so you can actually
That would be
walk
great.
out of there, or drive out of there.
Yeah.
But
Or you can just walk out, take an elevator, and something like that. I don't know. Alright. So everyone watching, you got cool floating stairs and alien ship.
dirty alien ships.
And then the very inappropriate controls. Actually, it could be worse.
Could be better.
Could be better, but it could be worse. What an ugly looking alien ship, right? Ta-da! Ugly no more.
Please visit again.
Alright, now where the hell's the planet? Oh, there it is.
But yeah, for things like elevator glitches and shit, definitely would be nice if they were to have more secondary entrance exits so people can pick up their friends. You can drive around if you need to.
Yeah, we need more accessibility, I think, just to different areas. Like our corp, I hate how there's only one way to Area 18. You have to land through the spaceport and everything. Like, even though you can
that'd be
land on
fine
the
if
top.
there were no fly zones over the main areas, but make it so like around, so around the city itself you can fly, and through certain paths, so flight areas, flight lanes, so like how they have, we can see there's like the sky highway, whatever you want to call it, that there is routes through the city and stuff. Make a couple of those, so it's like, hey, if I want to go and land at the shops, I can take my Pisces or whatever, just have a large area where you can land and just pop your ship down.
Yep. I mean, look, you can literally land on top of pretty much any of those rooftops, even around Area 18. You can land on that main Io North Tower, the Arcort Plaza building in Area 18.
Yeah.
You can land on top of that roof and you can jump off of it. Talk of experience, unfortunately. But, it's... the problem is, then there's an elevator there and everything, it just doesn't work yet, and I want it to work, because we know there's an elevator in the building because that's how you get to the center mass store inside that building.
Yeah, exactly.
So
it makes no sense that we can't use that stuff.
And I know that Chris Roberts actually said, like, they're going to have the buildings have interiors and stuff later, where there'll be, like, missions and everything. 'Cause remember, we were asking about urban warfare a few years ago? Also, my floating staircase is still on my ship, even though I'm in flight position. So I just have, like, 5 little, like, metal triangles floating off the side of my ship.
And that's only one of them falls off and kills someone and you get charged for murder.
Magnetizes to the ground so it accelerates as it falls.
Exactly.
Like flying like toothpaste. You turned that man into human toothpaste. Charged for
Get him!
and murder. Everyone, get him. Angry mob.
I was just a chicken I killed. Please, can't we be reasonable? Die!
Chicken was sentient.
I was over the chicken. It's
He was
like,
also my brother.
Skyrim. You kill a chicken and the entire town starts trying to kill you. It's like, really, bitch? I just saved you from a fucking dragon.
This is a ship that it makes me excited for the that fighter, the Geon fighter that we haven't heard anything about for like 2 years now. Remember the one that Chris was really excited for?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna go to the apartment building and see if there's a roof on top. I'm pretty sure there is. Look at that! I am right. There's a roof. There's a landing pad on the roof. So we could quite literally land on the roof and
Yeah.
eventually be able to enter the apartments through there. Especially considering with physical inventory, we're gonna need to enter our apartments a bit more regularly. You know?
Landing complete. Engines off.
Yep, I'm on the roof.
Are you on the roof or is the roof on you?
No, I am definitely on the roof. Because if the roof was on me, then I'd be dead. Oh, unless I was inside. Or
Exactly.
in the basement. Because then the entire building would be on me. Wow, you were this building's 3,000 years tall, give or take. Wow. They almost walked off the edge. Not again.
Where we're going, we don't need edges.
You'd think they'd put some railing here. Like, there's literally a staircase that goes to the edge of the building, but there's no fucking railing.
Well, I just witnessed one of the most awkward takeoffs of a Cutlass Blue that I've ever seen.
Thankfully, I didn't see it because there's a building obstructing the area. Oh, I see the Cutlass Blue in the air, though. What the hell is it doing?
Like the real awkward takeoff.
What the hell is it doing?
I don't even know.
It's just like it's at like a 45-degree angle midair on its side. It's so weird. Like, it's one thing if you're doing it makes sense if you're doing circles and like gunning someone down from like a side door on a Cutlass Black, but that's not the case here.
From a side door? Good luck.
Assuming they had mounted guns. And here comes a Constellation. Was that, Aquila?
Yep.
Wow, I can tell from here. That's actually pretty impressive. Because between the frost on my visor and how far away it is, which is almost 4,000 meters, it's pretty hard to make out details, but I can tell what ship it is. That's pretty cool.
Where we're going, we don't need visors.
Actually, I'm gonna take my helmet off. I now have 5 minutes of life left.
We can change that.
Oh, that's so cool! You put your hand up in front of your face because you don't have the helmet on. That's actually pretty cool. Put my helmet back on. But I see, just see up in the chat. Hey, Lady Mist, Nancy, how was your 2 Thanksgivings? Hopefully you guys had a good time. Whatever.
Didn't die, didn't kill anyone.
Right, or didn't have anything embarrassing or whatever happened. I don't know. Thanksgiving for me is just like another weekend. So. At least growing up, that was kind of the case. Like, oh, just hanging out with the family is something really special. I really love the animation for the cartoon wall. And for people in the chat, what are your thoughts on the cartoon wall's ship controls? A little on nose, or is that just me? Okay, I need to realign my camera. There we go. Are you ferrying people in the Star Runner?
Yep. I'm gonna go and store it once I'm done here and grab my Pisces.
I'm gonna do that in the I'm gonna grab the Prowler out and ferry people that way. Come on, get ferried out in an alien vehicle. That'd be pretty cool.
I love the sound of ships, though. They really did
In
a good
atmosphere,
job with
yeah.
them.
They really did do a good job. Okay, I'm pretty sure I called for a pad, but I'm not seeing one. Huh. Is that, no, that's just a marker for you. Yeah, I'm not seeing a pad, little hanger symbol on my HUD anymore. I'll just land at the parking garage and take the elevator. Like a chump. Someone left their Gladius here. It's about to get company from a Xi'an fighter.
Like I said, can't wait till the time when we can go and claim ships and then like re-register them and shit and be like, ah, it's mine now.
Right.
And obviously it should take a bit of money, but
Money and a bit of time probably too, like for whoever it is you're hiring to do this. Did a really good job with footprints and snow and everything like that. The sound effects too. I'm walking backwards right now and it's showing in the snow as well. It's also really windy.
what's that?
It's really windy. It's really windy. I can't hear you. What do you say?
Uh-oh. 30k might be coming.
Oh man. Oh god, yeah. What's the local channel? No! Oh, those poor guys that don't know what's coming.
I don't know if necessarily one is just.
Will I make it to the concrete of the parking garage before 30k? It seems yes.
It's rewind time.
Wait, did the local channel disappear? Because I'm still seeing messages pop up.
Well, I just saw someone say service fine. So
Right. Like
now,
that's what I mean.
will
Like
know-
a new message just
I-
came up, so I'm so confused.
I will know. I cannot call my Pisces right now. It just says, sorry, we cannot pull it.
He's probably at New Babbage. Oh, I'm inside. Warm. No wind. Free movement. Ah, I've missed you all.
And there was an earthquake.
Wait, what? No! As he did, like, I shake the camera like there's an earthquake going on. Those broke ass lifts. Yeah. Damn turbo lifts never work when you want them to. They're always constantly like spinning in a circle like a goddamn centrifuge when they should be going up or moving to the side or whatever the fuck they're supposed to be doing. That actually kind of is what happens on Star Trek a lot, isn't it? On TNG.
Pretty much.
Like whenever the turbo lifts are malfunctioning, they're always like spinning in circles, and you always see like Geordi or someone like stuck to the side or something like that, or stuck to the ceiling. God, I miss good Star Trek. It's just like, yeah, I make fun of it, but I like it.
It used to be good.
Like, I like the Orville too because it's the closest thing we have to good Star Trek. Which is why I'm hoping that the rumors about season 3 being canceled or whatever are false. Alright, I'm able to claim my my car to all, so that's good. Let me get the... Ooh, did I rent it? I don't think I rented it. The Prowler.
Yeah, I can't call my Pisces.
I'm gonna try the Blade and at least see if it comes out.
I can call a 100i though.
It seems my Blade is able to be called, so... That's weird.
100i.
You can ferry people in the 100i.
Oh, sure.
It handles
If
pretty
it's
well in
on.
atmosphere.
Yeah, it didn't even spawn.
It didn't? I'm gonna see if mine spawned.
Like it said on the screen, it said, "Oh, we spawned
Anchor
in
4 or
Anchor
whatever,
3.
but it's not actually there. Okay, mine's there.
Yeah.
Xperia Blade is actually here. I'm looking at it. I'm walking towards it.
Hmm.
I haven't flown this thing in a year or so, also. There's so many ships now. I just remember a time when
there's
like
only more
you
coming.
flew every ship like once a week.
Yeah.
And now it's not anywhere near that. Enter pilot seat. Wow, I don't even remember this animation. It's been so long.
And
It
bear in
looks like
mind
I'm
these
inside.
are-
It looks like I'm
Blade is
inside a
still old.
xenomorph. Ugh.
The Blade is still old too.
No, the Blade. Well, yeah.
They have new stuff for it, but it's not in game yet.
What do you mean?
They have updated models and shit for the Blade and the other.
No.
Vanduul.
Blade is the only one that's the current. Is the current Vanduul model. The Scythe and the Glaive are the ones that are still using the legacy designs.
Are they?
Yeah, I'm flying the Blade right now. It's using the new design. The new Vanduul design language that we saw in that Squadron 42 visual trailer thing.
Hmm.
This is a nice looking alien ship. And I love how the cockpit's gonna, like, this is a very human looking cockpit on an alien ship. And the alien version, like the real version of this ship has a very alien, weird cockpit, and I like that. I like how it's... You can tell the difference between the human remake and the genuine thing. Alright, I'm gonna go outside of outside the armistice zone and test out the weaponry. The Vanduul really like their unrefined, like, I feel like I'm sitting inside of cast iron.
Maybe you are.
I probably am. You know what, given the Vanduul warrior race, like, you know, they don't really care about style and all that, they care more about honor and, or whatever. I don't see how much honor there is in just killing thousands upon billions upon billions of people just to rob their planets of resources, but again, I'm not a Vanduul. Oh, that is a nice screenshot. I uploaded some new screenshots to the Flickr. I think my favorite is the Flight of the Valkyries one I took. Where it's just like 3 Valkyries in, flying in a staggered formation. So that's landing mode, and then flight, the wing spread out. On the giant ass fucking hinges that you can just see clear as day. The lady missed because you were asking about where we are in space. We're currently in the Stanton star system, which, like, actually, you know, I'm going to put a link to the star map in the chat. I'm not going to be able to do that right now because I'm already playing the game and streaming. Alright, I'm going to put the link to the star map in the comment section after the stream is done. Actually, no, I can put it in the description right now. There we go. See, I knew I can do something right. Cam, don't you say a damn fucking thing.
Where we're going, we don't need the Prime Directive. I can barely hear the sound of my engines right now. Probably. Horribly wrong. Oh, well, stop smoking. That's what they all say. What's that? Yeah. What could possibly go wrong? Shh, details. Man, fuck that guy. On the whole planet? Uh-oh. Exterminatus? Hmm.
Oh, and I just realized I was muted on the stream. For like the last 10 minutes. Oops. Then again, that's probably gonna drive viewership up, actually. Sales detrimental. So you want to try that super speedy Halo thing that I made?
What super speedy Halo?
The pretty much the Halo game mode I made, where it's like Halo 2 but in Halo Reach.
No, you use that like a forge mode or something? Or?
I just messed with some settings. Like literally, there's no mods, no nothing. I made a firefight mode. That's it.
What
Where you
is
have
that
increased
that you
when you have increased movement and you melee a little harder than normal.
Eh.
That's really it, honestly. Oh, and I got rid of all of movement enhancing armor abilities, like with the exception of jetpack. So there's no evade, no sprint.
No sprint?
That's right. But jetpack is still there, hologram is still there, and active camo is still there. Oh, there's no weapon, there's no ammunition stations. So run out of ammo on whatever gun you're using, that's it. You have to pick up another gun.
Well, what if I need ammo?
Oh, what else did I do? I made it that you only start with you have pretty much you start with a DMR and a Magnum or an assault rifle and the Magnum. That's it. That's all your only choice is. There's no shotgun, no grenade launcher, no nothing. Just the standard loadouts.
Or what if I want to spawn with a rocket launcher and a light machine gun?
What rocket launcher? What's that?
Exactly.
Well, you can have a heavy machine gun because the turrets are still there.
No, that's a secondary weapon that spawns on my feet.
Why in the world did I rent a Starfarer Gemini again? What am I going to use it for?
Your delivery?
I have some of the Reliance. Then yeah, I'm gonna go and rent the Drake, the Cutlass Blue and Red right now. I'll head over in a Pisces, so someone can use the shuttle craft for shuttling people while I'm going to rent stuff. I'm curious. Oh! So I'll tab and the elevator closed on me. Damn it. I said I went all tab and the elevator closed on me. What the hell is going on in the game chat?
Yeah, I don't even want to know.
Well, what they're saying is being broadcasted to the world, or something like that. Hold on a sec. I have returned.
Please.
I figured it out.
The secret to life and everything?
42?
Fish.
Thanks.
Start it.
Insert movie reference here. So long and thanks for all the fish. Alright. I'm gonna go quickly rent them ships. I don't know, like, if there's a... I don't know when the cutoff is, like, when they get rid of the Drake thing and replace it with the new one. Like, the Origin stuff. I think it's, like, 12 in the afternoon. Right, like, tomorrow, but... I mean, I could be wrong. It wouldn't be the first time. That wouldn't be the last time either.
Careful, doors are now closed.
I left my Pisces, like, literally right in front of yours, so...
Nearing next stop.
Are you going to be playing online tomorrow? Because I won't be able to live stream tomorrow night, so... Should I, like, lean over your desk with, like, a mug and, like, hey, I need you to come in tomorrow night? That'd be great. Okay. Yeah. Yo, Cam, you still there? Cam? Uh-oh. I think the big, scary Vanduul's got him. Oh, time to go find his replacement. Oh, yeah, go figure. Discord disconnects and reconnects me. Hey, can you hear me? Hello? Hello? Cam? 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 Well, I guess it's just me now. How you doing, chat? Let's see what you guys are up to. I really need to be keeping more track. I need to get like a separate monitor or something. Of course, that would mean I need to get money first. Which, by the way, Nancy, I still haven't thanked you enough for doing that auction for us to trademark Cast in Shadows, thank you so much for that. It means a lot that you're doing that, and that someone actually cares about what I'm doing. It is still hard to believe, so thank you. And also, for anyone who wasn't here yesterday, I can show off some of the Drake ships while I'm here, before I rent them. Because the rent only lasts for 48 hours, so I want to rent it at the last possible moment. Cam, you still there? Or just Discord decides to just screw with me here? Yo. Look, I know Fading Light's a pretty decent song, but come on, man. Well, I have no idea what happened, but I think my internet connection's been kind of inconsistent since the whole COVID thing, so I would not be surprised if that's the reason why I can't hear Cam, assuming he's even talking. show off this ship while Cammy and I are helping people in the chat. So this is a Caterpillar, which is also known as a cargo hauler, and definitely, well, Drake would claim is not used for slavery, but it's mostly used for slavery. Drake makes a lot of pirate ships. Bottom turret here. Yes, bottom turret. Got the engines, engineering console, ladder that goes to... I don't remember where this goes to. It goes to here. Whatever here is. Power generator? Looks like. I want to say power generator. And server room. Okay, so just more engineering stuff. Alright, I will be right back actually. I gotta take care of something. Alright, I'm back. Alright, so this was, we're in engineering. Server, okay, so this takes us slowly in a circle. We've been here. So this will take us to the bridge. Also known as the Command Escape Shuttle. This entire thing can section off, hence the double door here. Living quarters down there. Hi, cat. The fur ball is going to get some water behind me. Here's upper catwalks. You can view somewhere the cargo is because the cargo will be taking up the entirety of that area, so you wouldn't really be able to get through the ship down there when it's fully laden. And if you go all the way to the front, you got a turret here, top turret, and then there's a front door. So keep in mind all these doors open. You can open them and show you. Ta-da! scoot to the front too. Ooh. So in other words, you can pretty much fully decompress this ship and kill everyone inside, if for some reason you wanted to do that. You can see like some of these rooms are pretty much just identical. It's a cargo hauler. It's supposed to just function over everything else. Man, that's I think I'm inside the door. I'm inside a door. Help! Inside a door. I'm inside a door. No, I'm in between. Oh, for the love. I'm in between the bulkheads. Oh, fuck me. I'm in a hell of my own making. Freedom! Freedom! Can't clamber over this railing, I guess. So thankfully, there's a ladder here. And jump. There you have the caterpillar fully exposed. And here you can run over here and see what I mean by its separate. See, it's got engines of its own. You can separate from the ship and essentially to your escape pod. The main crew will die, but the command crew will survive. Yeah, Drake isn't exactly a happy-go-lucky type. What does their description of the caterpillar say? Drake Interplanetary. Focus. Transport. First introduced in 2871, Drake Interplanetary's Caterpillar has long proven to be a reliable, cost-effective, multi-role vessel capable of being outfitted for everything from mercantile operations to combat support. Long-hauled as a hard-fought alternative to the ambiguous Hull series, the Caterpillar is a freighter that doesn't skimp on weaponry or customization, and they're not wrong. Hey, I can hear you again. What the hell happened?
Well, you were quiet for a while.
I was quiet for a while?
Yeah.
Oh, well you were quiet for a while too. I thought like you just couldn't hear me or something, or I couldn't hear you.
Yeah,
or something
I
like
didn't
that.
hear you for a while, so I was like,
Okay, so at least it was on both ends. Whatever. Maybe it was something with Discord. I thought it was something like my internet was going down again or something like that. You're back. You're live. Shit. I mean, yay. I may or may not have sold your character.
Have we done what?
Not in I said I may or may not have sold your character because I thought you were dead.
Remember,
It's okay though.
my
I didn't sell the Pisces.
My
you
cousin's brother's
little?
uncle's nephew's roommate gets my carrot.
Your great. I'm just waiting here, kind of like, do I rent it now or do I wait until like after midnight? You know, because I want to be able to play with it Saturday night. But that means if I rent it now, I will have up until 11:47 Saturday night to use it. Damn you rentals for 48 hours.
Better than the old 24-hour ones.
That's true. Because then I really wouldn't be able to get any fun out of it. But I was asking before, I guess, right after we both essentially went dead for each other. I won't be able to live stream tomorrow night. What, are you going to be online tomorrow?
Maybe.
I mean, if you can't, we still have data on Coolio so we can get to do it for us, so.
Yeah, I honestly do not know at all.
Fair. I just know I won't be online tomorrow night, so. I know I'll be online until like 4. No, not even, like 3:30, and then I'll have to go, and then I'll be offline after that. 3:30 in the afternoon. Our time. See, this is how high they should be off the ground. The dragonflies on display here got it.
Yeah.
Like, this is the minimum, honestly, how high they should be off the ground. Yeah, like they should be able. You should be able to control your levitation. In a
Or it's like also too, they're supposed to be able to fly through the atmosphere and in space. The only thing they should not be able to do is break from atmosphere to. I mean,
right, they're supposed to be able to go to space, to and from. Well, no, they're not. They're not supposed to be able to go to and from. They're supposed to be able to go from space, enter atmosphere on the planet. Fine.
I mean,
not the other way around.
Speaking, if you were to go slow enough, you should be able to break atmosphere, but
well, I mean,
you'd have to be going slow.
You could. I mean, depending on the moon. Like, if there's like no gravity, yeah, you can probably rocket yourself off the
of course, not even gravity,
or asteroid or whatever.
We
don't have that type of asteroid yet.
Throw you around in space too. So it doesn't matter if there's gravity or not, or atmosphere or not. The engine can still push you around. So it would literally just be breaking through atmosphere, re-entry or going out. That would be the big issue. So as long as you do it slow, should be good. The upside to that is you're going to be about like 10 times slower than breaking orbit in a ship, of course. My cat is freaking himself out in a cardboard box.
Yeah, I've been just like, every time I get a cardboard box right now, I kind of just, the second I open it, I just take everything out and then fold it up, like break it up and fold it up and put it in the garbage room and the floor of the building, because I was like, the cat's gonna, like, I'm just fearful, like, the cat's gonna, like, go in it and, like, Shadow won't, but the other one might, like, hey, a box! No, that's not for, oh. Nice, that is a cool screenshot right there. Alright. I'm just checking out the hologram display in the Drake Hall right now. And they have the Corsair, which is cool.
So the real question is, when can we expect to see climbing gear? Because we saw climbing in the Carex.
Oh my god, yeah. And there's quite
one.
literally a rock climbing wall in New Babbage.
Yeah, so climbing one.
Like, every time I see it, I go, someday, next time, you know. Because I want, like, here's the thing, Star Citizen has the potential for, like, a great parkour thing. Like, it's kind of there a little bit. It's very janky and very, like, first, like, tier 0, you know? But it's there, and the potential is there. They just need to work on it, I think. You know, because I want to be able to climb on everything. Like, it doesn't have to be, like, a specific rock, you know? I want to be able, like, oh, I can climb on the wing of this ship and then get on top of the ship that way and stuff, because it adds for different variety of how to complete missions and such. I don't want to rely on, like, looking for like yellow painted rocks or some stuff like that, you know? I want to be able to find my own path, as it were. And man, there's a
We're
lot
going.
of
We
deep-
don't need paths.
That's right, we just need solid brick walls. Wait. That's not solid brick. It's titanium. And it's 3 feet thick.
That's the moon.
Looking at the Kraken hologram right now, and man, this thing's massive and heavily detailed. When are we getting this? Because this isn't like unlike the other capital ships, this is actually a civilian capital ship. The others really aren't.
Not necessarily civilian, but industrial.
Well, no, the the Kraken was a built from the ground up a civilian capital ship.
Oh yeah, not every ship of a certain past
Like
a certain
whereas
size
all
would
the
be
other
military use.
capital ships are like essentially military ships that we're getting our hands on because of reasons.
Attention visitors to the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo. Please take care of viewing the vehicles on display.
You know, like you can be okay, you're an ex-military whatever, or we're a militia, or we just have a lot of money in the UE's like, yeah, here, have a hammer, have a few hammerheads and an Idris and maybe a javelin because we need the money to
Couple
fund
Bengal.
making more for the Vanduul effort and all that. Right, as part of the mobile militia initiative or something, right?
Yeah.
In lore, like that's the in-lore reason for why we have access to all sorts of like weaponry and WMDs and shit. It's like
Look, we
the
don't have
Vanduul threat is
WMDs.
real, and
We
we're
don't have
going to arm
WMDs
citizens with everything we possibly can give them.
Well, I mean, when entire planets are being destroyed and taken
Planets,
over.
entire star systems. We've lost like
Yeah.
20, 30 star systems already. Every star system on the star map that belongs to the Vanduul was a human star system, I think. Because we don't know what, like, they just came out of the blue and just started, killing us and taking the resources from those planets and moving on to the next.
Which just brings up a further question. Operation Pitchfork when?
Oh yeah, that's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be hilarious if it fails. But
Well, I
still,
mean,
it's gonna be whether it fails or not, it will be
I don't think
fun.
it'll be quite as far as some of the dreamers expect it to get to.
You mean like the guys that
we
created
are
an
going to push the
organization
Vanduul
called
like
Operation...
completely out of human space.
Like those guys that created the organization Operation Pitchfork.
Yeah, but on the flip side though, I think personally, that Operation Pitchfork is going to be much more effective than a lot of people, a lot of the general people think it will be. Because I mean, if nothing else, for one, it's going to be an in-game event, which I mean, we saw just with things like just seeing, for example, when they had the Invictus fleet from last year, and how many people are going around to just go and try to attack the javelins, the Idrises
That
there,
was hilarious.
because it's the first time we've seen them, and we're like, hey, they have defenses now and they can fight and stuff. Hell yeah, let's try to take these things down. Just having an unofficial event was bringing pretty much everyone on the server to go and do this thing. Yeah, a few people obviously weren't, but still, you were having like 30 people, and considering that's 3/5 of what's on the server, that's pretty darn big. When it gets to the point you're fighting actual Vanduul and pushing them out of entire systems, I mean, you're going to have nearly the entire active server base participating in that. You're going to have some people who won't just because they're like, I don't care, it's not my kind of thing, it's PvE and I want PvP, whatever. You're going to have some people like that who are just like, nah, I'm completely sitting out of it. But you're going to have all the people who are going, I want PvE, I want in-game events, I want to do community stuff.
We need, look, at the end of the day, we need both. We need both. It's not like a one or the other. It's like the only thing is what comes first, because they have to. It's a living. It's I guess the best way to describe it. It's a living game development where it's like they're developing the game as we're testing and playing it. So,
Or, well, rather, they are developing the game, and at the same time they are maintaining a alpha build that is relatively stable, although not perfectly stable.
hey, it's better. It's better
or-
than some of the AAA bullshit that they're peddling today.
Absolutely.
You didn't have to play the Avengers game. I did. Those are like hours I'm not getting back, man. It was horrible.
I told you, man. I told you.
Yeah, but I did it for the channel. Lady Miss
I
says
did
she
it
hears
for
us
the
both,
likes.
and my Yoda boob is very laggy right now. I assume she's talking about YouTube, but Yoda boob sounds hilarious. Well, Lady Mist, you never answered the question. No, anyone in the chat never answered the question of, was the Car2All's controls too much on the nose, or not, or was it not inappropriate enough?
Yes and yes.
By the way, I love how the Banu Defender has little feet on the landing gear. Like, it looks like a freaking bird. But then you look at the actual shape and it looks like a crab. It makes no sense. But hey,
Life
maybe they
doesn't
have
make
like
sense.
maybe they have bird crabs on the Banu's homeworld. I don't fucking know.
Bird crabs. Ew.
Bird crabs. Bird crabs, not bird craps. Everyone has bird. Well, all birds have bird crap. I imagine. This is a weird topic. You ever you ever have someone accidentally eject themselves while they were flying around in a Banu Defender, and you're sitting in the other seat and you're going, hey, why do we stop moving? Why are we being shot at? Hey, where's our pilot? Why is the other bubble gone?
Hey, at least at that point you have control. Even funnier if you're sitting there like a
That's why I'm
passenger
like,
seat or
oh, why
something.
do...
You're like,
the
why
first
is
thing
it
I
the
noticed-
pilot? Why are we falling? Uh-oh.
The first thing I noticed is, hey, why do I have control all of a sudden? And then it's like, hey, what happened to the bubble? Like, usually it's blue, but it's clear now. Oh, I don't see the pilot. Dude, where did you go? It's like, he's
Wait a
God. He's
minute.
just like, I ejected. Like, you moron.
Way back when
I didn't even know there was an
the-
ejection seat until then. That's how I found out there was an ejection seat. Someone else ejected themselves.
way back when the personal hangars were still working, I managed to eject in the hangar. That was fun.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. You clipped through the,
Yep.
Yeah, it's like a black void or something, right?
Yeah, it's just a void.
Just a void. Endless void? It's the Matrix. It's the real world simulator. We all live in the void. The void is within all of us. I don't know. I'm just making shit up right now. I'm liking the... the Prowler is a nice ship. I can see why everyone, myself included, were really excited for it. But at the same time, like, there's no missions that really utilize it, you know? There's no gameplay that really utilizes it, except for, like, player-made gameplay. But even then... I don't... It's really white, like the outside of the ship, so it's hard to make out, but if you see right there, for people watching, you can make out the air shield that's keeping the atmosphere inside the ship. So you can have all the doors open, but you can still breathe with no helmet off, even though you're in space, or on some hostile world. It's a fun little ship. I still don't know which one's the actual pilot seat. Like, is the top one the pilot seat and the bottom one the co-pilot
Both of
seat? Yeah, no, but which one's the pilot seat? Like, which one has priority control?
Yes.
The top one, because I literally just went to the top one. It says pilot seat. The bottom one says co-pilot seat. So that answers that question. Now I know that.
What if there is no pilot? Dun dun dun.
There is no pilot. The chairs
Exactly.
are
There
empty.
is no spoon.
There is no spoon. I just came out of a bird's ass. Because of the,
It's,
the Prowler's ramp.
It's officially Friday now on Eastern Standard Time. Sail, sail, sail.
Oh, that reminds me, let me just rent this Sunday. No, it'll be here tomorrow. I can rent it in the morning. Like in the
What'll be
morning or
here
something.
tomorrow?
Well, look, until 3:30, I can still play and shit.
Open Expo Center would like to remind everyone that the first step to fun is safety. Always don't run while exploring walls.
Remember that Banu commercial from last year?
No, it wasn't from last year. It was from far before that.
No. The one from last year's IAE.
There was not a new one.
No, it was a commercial for the Defender. It was like a little joke commercial.
Yeah, that was not from last year. That was from when they first introduced the Banu Defender.
Was it? No, the the Banu commercial was like really serious and dramatic.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was. I'm going to go and.
At any rate, the one you're thinking of was introduced way before. It's a couple years old.
The Banu Defender isn't the couple of years old. Smash that keyboard. Oh, Data was telling me that there's a TV playing. Oh yeah, look at that. They are playing a Cutlass Blue commercial. Exotics. Alright.
I mean, has anyone seen their early attempts at an advert? Jimmy, do we have a clip? Well, I don't know much about advertising, but now that I see it again, I have to say I sort of miss that authentic Banu charm. After the break, we head to the...
That one. So that's what happens when you let a Banu
I don't
make
know
a
much
commercial.
about...
And ship commercials. Because here's the official ship commercial for the Banu Defender. It's like this chick finding the Banu Defender in like a hangar or something and flying off. Here it is. October 11th, 2019.
sure this is the right place?
Mus has never steered us wrong before.
Alright, good enough for me.
Oh crap, didn't mind. Did they make a an actual official commercial for the Mercury Star Runner? Because I gotta add that to the playlist. Or was that
Like
reunion
an
thing?
Expo
Yeah.
commercial, or
No, official like Star Citizen Mercury Star Runner. Or Crusader Mercury or whatever.
I don't think so.
Like they have for the Banu Defender and all the new Aegis ships and well, every new ship really. Banu
I don't
Tech
remember
there.
one. There might be, but I don't remember it.
I'll look in a second. I have the YouTube page up. So. This is the Banu commercial, so it's like this chick just finding it in the hangar and then flying off with it, and that was it. And then at IAE they revealed that like this is the Banu's earlier attempted advertising. It's like this like Japanese commercial.
Yeah.
Jackpot.
That's right, the Banu Defender is made of like Xi'an, Banu, and even Vanduul and human parts. Not like the organic part, I mean like ship parts. That would be weird otherwise. And very
Mantis
disturbing.
is one of nature's most adept predators.
No, I'm just seeing the reunion. I'm not seeing yeah, I'm not seeing anything else. Hell, they didn't even make a ship. Well, I guess they made a commercial for the Nomad with the IAE, but not really seeing anything. I guess really the only thing is the reunion part 1. That's really the only
Mad? No. Mad!
What?
Is that Nomad? No. Mad!
Wasn't there a robot Nomad from Star Trek? Weird. I'm just gonna watch this Cutlass Blue commercial on the TV here at the IAE. I like this. I want to see more of like in-game stuff playing in-game. What? They have a commercial or whatever, like one of those, because all those commercials that they have for the different ships are in-lore commercials. By the way, did you see the description for the Cutlass Black at the Expo?
Nope.
It's funny. Here, let me find it right here. Drake Cutlass Black. Drake Interplanetary claims that the Cutlass Black is a low-cost, easy-to-maintain solution for local in-system militia units. The larger-than-average cargo hold, RIOC, and dedicated tractor mount are, the company literature insists, for facilitating search and rescue operations. Clearly, whoever in lore is in charge of writing these descriptions does not believe that Drake is on the up and up. They would be correct. Just saying. I like how it's like they claim and their literature insists that it's for this and that, but we all really know the case. Remember last year's IAE where they Jackson McCleary went undercover and started asking about like
Okay,
how
that
many
one was
how
funny.
many human-sized slaves do you think we can fit on this bad boy, huh? And it's like you hear someone go
they're just like,
security, and he
"Security!"
starts whistling badly through the helmet, and you hear like this like horrible attempt at whistling. It's like doo, 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 doo.
I still love that the guy who's just like, security! He's
And
like,
before
"Oh,
he's
shit."
like he mentions like an in-lore character, and he goes, "Too soon? Yeah, too soon." I'm gonna play that again because that was hilarious. And you can find last year's as well as this year's IAE stuff on my on the channel as a playlist. I have to make this year's, but I'm waiting until all of them are so I can have a finished playlist. Here we go. This was funny.
Under the watch of hotshot Wunderkind CEO Andan Arden, Drake Interplanetary has attempted to pull themselves out of the quagmire of controversy. If you ask me, they continue to turn out the same scrappy, dependable stuff while attempting to song and dance a white hat onto their admittedly tarnished image. But at the end of the day, you can't argue with results. That said, Drake claims that they no longer willingly sell their product to reprobates and nefarious Nellies. I'm about to go undercover, thank you Jimmy, to find out if Drake's people are really towing the line or if they are beholden to the almighty credit.
Here on Witness Guide, we aren't afraid to tackle serious issues. Come on, how many civilian ships do you think this thing can take down without rearming? 10? 15? You say credit ships? Oh, sorry, there's blood on those. You know, I'm a personal acquaintance of Jan Dredge. Too soon? Yeah, that's way too soon. So, between you and me, roughly how many human-sized slaves do you think we could fit in this cargo hold?
Security!
Coming up, we put on our fanciest pants and then sully them with caviar and champagne as we bask in the uncut opulence.
And then this year with the Cutlass Purple. Did you see
Honestly, that was kind of weak.
what?
That was kind of weak.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like this year was just in total, like the IAE this year is kind of weak. Like the skits, I mean. Like I'll play it so that people can see what we're talking about because Cutlass Purple.
I've had a lot of fun at Drake's expense over the years, but when you get down
Yes,
to it, there's
you have.
no denying their power and versatility. Take the venerable Cutlass. With the red and blue variants, they continue to iterate on the classic chassis. Now we're here with reps from Drake, and I have the next Cutlass variant, the Cutlass Purple. You know, for parties. Sound system, cocktail bar, glitter ball.
Yeah, it's not anywhere near as funny as making fun of the fact that they sell the pirates. And how their entire... they boosted a economy in a star system riddled with crime. It's like, yeah, we boosted this entire star system's economy. It's like, you do know it's made up entirely of criminals, right? So you're pretty much a company made...
Details.
Exactly, except there it makes sense. It's like, no, we boosted the economy. But you're running on criminal money. And you sell the pirates. You made a police car ship just so that you can say, hey look, we don't sell the pirates, we make a police car ship that police don't use. Well, some do. But for the most part, they stick with Aegis because, you know, even after all the whole shit with the Messer era, people trust Aegis more than they do Drake. Which says something, doesn't it? Let me out. The train door is not opening.
What's that?
I'm on the train and the door is not opening. I think I'm stuck. Oh, party locals win this. Yep, 30k.
Rip.
Yep. 3, 2, 1, and server crash. Wow, it's actually staying a little longer than I thought. It takes you like what, like 10 seconds until the oh no, there it is. You know, yeah, the IAE may be, like, the Jack McCleary skits might be weaker this year. But what the fuck? But that Mercury Star Runners thing, that was awesome. the reunion, short.
Yes.
I want to see more of that.
Good.
I want more of that.
We're gonna get more in, what, 20 days?
Yeah, somewhere in December they said. So. Well, you're the party leader.
I'm probably gonna go and jump out here.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. I showed off the aliens and I rented the ships for tomorrow, or well, mainly for Saturday night. Tomorrow specifically is let me just load up the website here so I can get the schedule real quick. Tomorrow is Origin, right? Because I just want to see what ships they're going to have specifically at the event because the schedule says so. They are going to have at the Origin showcase the 85X, the 100i, the 125A, the 135C, the 300i, 315P, 325A, 350R, 600i Touring, 890 Jump, and M50. So pretty much ships that we see all the time.
Yep.
I mean, we see the 300i and the 890 Jump every time we do the 890 Jump mission. I've been messing around with the 100i for the past few days, and I have an 85X.
Now, would it be really cool if we got something from Origin that would rival essentially the Freelancer or like Cutlass Black size?
Yes.
Something like that.
Oh my god, that would be awesome. Especially since
yeah.
I really like pleasantly surprised with how much I like the 100i. Because like I knew like that was a ship I was actually kind of excited for. But because I liked the design and the function, you know, like I like the whole like refiner air system, right? The adaptive intake refinery that it has on board. but like I actually went inside it and flew around with it. Handles beautifully. It looks nice, and it's
We just need something
has a
that'll
cool
be
like a cargo bay and
between the
everything. It's pretty
600
cool.
and
It's like
that,
tucked away.
and the 300 here. Call it a 400.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense.
Because it's like the 600. It's like sure the 600 has a rover bay and all that stuff, but it just has so much extra with that.
That's more of like that's bigger than a constellation. That's closer to like. Yeah, that's just a
like
larger.
a mole.
Bigger.
I don't know. It's sitting in between essentially like a constellation and like a.
I'd say it's closer to like a hammerhead, honestly, in terms of like size and class.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, sure, it's not a combat ship at all, really. It's an exploration ship.
You can fight in it,
but
with the turrets in
yeah,
it.
it's got good shields.
Okay.
It's got good shields, but my point being is that like it's not it's that size.
Size-wise, it's way
it matches
too big
up with the
to
size and everything.
play.
Like, yeah, the hammerhead can't really fit a rover. I mean, it can.
No, it can. With
it
with
can?
its, which I don't really understand why they put a ground elevator. I don't know why they do the hammerhead, but regardless, the 600i's size alone just makes it so it can't really compare to say a constellation.
Yeah, no, it's much bigger because
we need something that's
it's got a
constellation
kitchen,
size
it's
smaller.
got a bar, it's
forward.
got a like whole open deck area, hot tub, this, that.
Yeah, it's like, and I mean, I understand that Origin's whole thing is this luxury kind of stuff,
style.
but we still need something that's, not a single person ship, but also not something that it be meant for. I mean, just in beds alone, how many does the 600 have? Like 4 or 5 sits? Because I know there's like 4 in the crew quarters at least. There might have been like 6 or so. Then you have the captain's cabin.
Oh, how many beds?
Yeah, how many does the 600
there's 4 in the crew's quarters, the captain's quarters, which you can fit like 3 people on. Yeah. When I say that, like, I'm not making a joke, like it's a big bed you can fit 3 people on. No, I mean like you can have 3 different people log out of that bed.
So it's like so that right there
which
is at least
is
5.
also kind of like, I mean, hey,
It's like we need something from Origin that's like a 2 or a 3-man ship.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, the Constellation is 4-man. That's it. Like you can probably have maybe more, but like that's if you plan on having like having. Okay, you guys are up at these hours, we're up at that hour, and like people are always constantly changing shifts and stuff like that, Or you have like 2 beds in the cargo bay or something.
That'd be interesting if we could do, or like if you were able to have.
I hope
like
so because I want to get a bed in my fucking Pisces.
Well, I mean, I'm hoping with the Pisces that once they allow for ship modification, I really hope that they let us go and swap out the cargo bays for like a bed with a weapon rack and an armor rack on it, so that it will truly, because at that point it truly is a starter ship and can be used for long-term exploration. Because without a bed, you don't have long-term. You just have short little, day trip kind of thing.
Yeah, right now it's kind of one of those like you're leaving and coming back in the same day. Type of situation.
Exactly. Which
it's not like I'm staying here for a week to scout something out and then I'm getting back. Alright, let's see. RSI, we day 9 is RSI, so tomorrow's day 8. We've got Aurora, pretty much all the Aurora variants, all the Constellation variants, and the Mantis and the Rover. That's it.
But they'll also have CCUs for the Polaris up. I'll probably grab.
Yeah, but I'm talking about at the show.
Yeah.
And then just day 10 is the best in show. So we got the Aegis Eclipse, Anvil Carrick, Anvil Valkyrie, and Drake Cutlass Black. Cool. Oh, day 10 through day 13. Oh, jeez. We don't have to continue live streaming every day after that, do we? Aye. So day 8. I mean, I can probably do something maybe in the afternoon, but I won't be online tomorrow night. I will be back Saturday night though, so I can cover the Robert Space Industry stuff. I mean, really, the only thing that's going to be unique is covering like the Constellation Phoenix, and not really actually. The Mantis is probably about it, because the Phoenix you can check out anytime at Lorville.
Yep.
The Aquila and Andromeda we're using a lot, and I have the Aurora MR, aka the Glass Coffin. So, I mean, it's still cool to see all these ships on display and everything. It's just like the best days of the event have already passed. Like, we saw all the Aegis stuff. We can't rent, like, you know, we no longer have all that stuff rented and everything. It's like, yeah, some of the Origin stuff will be cool, like 890 jumps, but I don't know. Although it would be nice to rent a rover, have fun with that for a bit, but I'm looking forward more to the Best in Show on day 10. Because we're supposed to be getting all those skins, right? The Best in Show skins for each of the ships that you were telling me about. Okay.
Yes, can you hear me?
I can hear you now, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I was saying yes.
Oh, yeah, because I haven't checked if I have it yet or not. I haven't been messing around with it.
I was in my hangar earlier and it's not there yet.
Yeah. So we're probably getting it on either November 29th or December, anywhere between the 29th and the 2nd of December.
Nope. And on that note, I'm going to head out. I'll see you.
You were yawning and I started to yawn too. God damn it. It really is contagious.
Oh, yeah. See ya.
Yeah. Take care. Alright, and on that note, this, I think concludes day... God, what is it now? Day 7? Day 7 of the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo 2950. Being covered by yours truly. Yeah. Also, again, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this new little graphic I made. I'm going to be using it for different holidays. I'll just change out the Happy Thanksgiving for whatever holidays actually it is, and I even have a variant of the logo for different holidays. You'll see what I mean on December 10th, because, well, I'm just gonna leave for December 10th. You'll see what I mean. Anyway, I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving, or at least had a tolerable Thanksgiving, depending on, family drama and all that. We all know how it is. We all have our fair share of it. Anyway, I hope everyone's having a great day, regardless, or a great evening, or morning, or whatever it is, wherever you are, whether you're watching this live or on the replay. I just want to thank you for watching it and tuning in, because it means a lot, and I wouldn't be able to do any of this without you guys to actually, watch and participate in the chat and all that. So thank you for being awesome viewers and being generous viewers. Again, we were talking about Halo before. Like, you guys got, and I mentioned it earlier in the stream, you guys got me the Master Chief Collection. I'm never going to be able to stop thanking you for that. And you guys have gotten me Cyberpunk too, because we raised the money for that with the live streams. So thank you again. And hopefully we can continue doing that, because, you know, I really am. When I say I'm a struggling artist, I'm not kidding around, unfortunately. But anyway, moving on to better topics. I hope everyone's having a great day, and or whatever it is, wherever you are. And until next time, this has been Mando, Merc of Casting Shadows. And remember to treat others how you want to be treated. Also, check out these guys.